Hello, hello. Is it my mic? Hello, hello. Welcome back, everyone. I can hear myself. I think I'm okay. Hello, hello. Hey, Chewy, what's up on Twitch? Hey, Jim, what's going on? Hello, hello, Jim. Thank you for joining me tonight. Yeah, so I have a little bit of a text up here. So tonight is the day, or I guess tonight is the night we're going to be doing um, the asteroid featuring viewer asteroids. So I have the little text up in the top corner there. Hopefully it's not too much in the way. Um, anyways, hopefully that's all right. We're picking up right where we left off. So just before I say hi to the chat, let me just explain what's going on here. So last episode we had an issue where I had polluted water left in this chamber, and it started to. Oh, this is not going to end well, I don't think. It's it started to off gas and then create a little bit of polluted oxygen in this chamber, and we have to vacuum that out before this starts producing steam. This shouldn't be too big of a deal. Oh. Sorry, I'm just checking something. Yeah, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Let's see. Am I live on YouTube? I just got a message that I'm not live on YouTube, but I have Jim. Jim can see me, so it should be okay. Is the YouTube chat able to see me, everyone? I just had some messages. Yeah, Jim says he's seeing me. So let me just send this message. Hey, what's up, Louise? Sorry, I just got a message that someone isn't able to see me, so I'm just kind of making sure that things are okay. So must be a oh, well, let's see if this works. Well, it didn't quite. As long as we're not producing steam, I guess it might be okay. We'll see. We'll see how well this goes. I really want to get that tile done just to stop it from up. Oh, it didn't really work. All right, well, whatever. You know what? We did it. We somehow accomplished our goal. Okay, well, whatever ended up happening here, it worked out. So let's just deconstruct these. I think we're all good. We can turn that off. All right, so let me start the stream again. Talking to you, the chat. Hey, hello, Jim. Thank you again for joining me. And Chewy, Chewy says everything is fine. Talking with Tara. I hope you guys are doing well tonight or this morning for you. Jim says I'm seeing you. I don't know if I'm special though. Hello, hey Louise, what's up? Thanks for joining me. And Jim says I just joined before the stream started. Yeah, I had my viewing on the stream on my phone going, and I just got a message that there's an error on the stream, so it must be a problem with that particular person. But anyways, I'm glad that the stream seems to be working. If hopefully I set it up correctly. So yeah, I got some cat hair on my mouth. Yes, cats. That's the downside of having cats. Sometimes you eat their hair. So yeah, this is the problem that we ran into last time, where I had some polluted water in here. It started to off gas into polluted oxygen, and luckily we got that finished just in time, blowing out the polluted oxygen. So this is going to work just fine in the long run. And now we're producing very, very cold gold or refined gold rather. So that's really nice. But anyways, that's the situation, and it seems to be all okay. Also, tonight is we're going to be featuring Jim's asteroid, an AI Things asteroid, and then also Stringer's asteroid. They all sent me their asteroids via email. I don't think I've gotten any more. If I did, please let me know. So we'll be doing that at the end of the stream. If someone has to go, if you guys are joining, or if someone's here, I'll bring this up multiple times. But if you guys have to go and you really want to see your asteroid featured and you don't want to watch the VOD, please let me know and we'll just skip to it right then. All right. So I don't mind doing that if you guys really want it featured while you're here. that's fine. Tonight is the night for that, but otherwise we'll be doing it at the end of the stream, and I'll be streaming for about 2 hours. Because I anticipate that that portion will go about an hour. So about 2.5 hours of gameplay, and then maybe half an hour to an hour of the featuring. The asteroids are pretty cool. So I've had another busy week. So I got every single asteroid loaded that that people have sent to me, and they are really cool. And I can't wait to show off what you guys have sent. So I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, I started to build some infrastructure in the oil biome here because the topic of this playthrough is expansion, episode 14. So that's what we're doing. We have to start expanding our colony in many different ways, and we need oil. We need oil for that, for petroleum boilers, for petroleum generators, petroleum boilers, of course, and rockets. Because I want to get to rockets fairly early on this playthrough. And then this is going to be our steam room for the rockets, and then we'll probably end up putting some more infrastructure in here for like that make heat eventually. Like we'll move all this stuff in there and all that stuff. But anyways, I'm not in a hurry to do that because everything is surprisingly very, very cold still. So it's not a big rush to like get everything cooled down. This is pretty hot, not ideal, but I mean, maybe if I just lock this. So, I mean, I think my duplicates have been going in here to steal igneous rock. I think that's why it's so hot. Hopefully they're not feeding it to the hatches just yet, but we'll see. Jim says, I'm looking forward to Stringers. I haven't caught up on his VODs. I am looking forward to Stringers. Is a very nice asteroid. I'm really looking forward to his and yours as well. And I'm an AI thing. I'm an AI thing is a very cool asteroid as well. What I absolutely love, and I mention this all the time, is I love how everyone plays slightly differently, and it's like it just works, right? Like Ani is one of those games that it just works no matter what. I mean, as long as you have the basics down, it's gonna work. So I love to see everyone how they build their asteroids and how they build their infrastructure and what they use for, for this and that. It's really cool. This one I need to put eggs in here, so let's get the Draco eggs so these guys don't get all sad when it's full. And I have to get rid of all this too. So let's go ahead and as well as the last episode, I think you guys probably remember is we were building the Draco farm because I'm almost out of reed fibers, and I did not have any time to play at all. So I didn't have any. Like not even off stream. I recorded a script for the new video, but it was just super duper busy. So now I'm doing everything. Everything that you see from the last episode is here. Okay, so let's get rid of all this stuff. Build this. Louis says, I'd like to send my asteroid, but unfortunately I have to leave my dupes. I leave my dupes by their own luck. That's fair, Dodo. Or sorry, Louise. You know what? Dupes are going to be dupes. It's not, nothing you can do. Okay. Okay, so it looks like that person got their stream figured out. Sean, hey, Sean says, hey, Ethan, sorry I missed the last episode. No worries, Sean. Thank you so much for joining, as always. And you do not have to be sorry. If you got stuff to do, if you're busy, I'm just happy that you're here today. And all the other times that you've been so supportive and been here. So I really appreciate it. So no need to be sorry. Appreciate you being here tonight, and let's have a good time. Hope that you had a great week, Sean. Let me go over maybe what we did last episode, in case you didn't get a chance to watch the VOD. Well, where do I even start? Oh no, this shouldn't be going. This should not be going. It's okay. It's not the biggest. Okay, how about we just do like 0? There we go. Okay, so yeah, this wasn't the biggest of deals. I mean, it's just chlorine. It's not the end of the world. I just didn't realize it was happening. Looks like I didn't. Yeah, it looks like it was going for quite a bit, possibly. Whatever. That's okay. Give my base a little heat. So I meant to just close this off and have it isolated with the atmosphere in here, just intact with chlorine, and That's what ended up happening. This is dormant, so let's analyze this super quick. I have this set up. So we'll go like this, vroom, get all this complete. This is a perfect time to do that when it's dormant. I much prefer to do it now than blocking it off because you guys know I always forget. And oh, my iPad just gave out. I'm trying to use it to keep an eye on. It says my Twitch is offline too. So many weird tech problems today. Well, hey Kevin, what's up? Hey Harley, glad you could make it. You got voles in your chlorine vent. Oh, okay. Well, voles are gonna do what they're gonna do, I guess. It's nothing I can really do about it now. Hopefully they go hang out somewhere else. They should be over here eating some regolith or whatever. Let's put them on relocate. Maybe my duplicates can't even get there. Let's put them over here. How are you doing, Kevin? Glad you could join. Yeah, we'll just get this all tidied up, swept away, and then we'll vacuum this out. Oh, I need some power in here as well. So we'll do that. Where's my nearest power? It should be over here. Okay, I can bring a power spine down. Oh, I don't have a lot of lead. Okay, well, you know what? Since I don't have too much lead, I'm going to go against usually what I do and just run. There we go. Just do that. That's fine for now. And then hopefully I can remember to get that one closed off before. Okay, this can go. I don't need these anymore. Actually, the easiest way to deal with this, in my opinion, is just go like that. Boom. And then we'll go ahead and vacuum this out. This shouldn't take too long. Go ahead and do that as well. Okay, cool. Let's get that on 7. Not that it's urgent, but let's put that on 7. See here what we got. Hey Chris, what's up? Thanks for joining tonight, Chris. Aside from your volcano power, I think the next most OP one, if you have cool slush geyser, is the Saturn Critter Trap hydrogen farm. So yeah, people always tell me that that's a really good one, and I have yet to build a Saturn Critter Trap, but I've seen people have sent me asteroids of their playthroughs where they use the Saturn Critter Trap, and it is, I agree, it is super OP. Maybe it's a build that we'll do on this asteroid just to kind of get a little bit of everything done. For now, I'm just on everything is being powered by my Hydra basically, and I'm only using half the capacity of my Hydra. So right now, if things are okay, the Saturn Critter Trap would be a really cool one to work on down the road for sure. So we're gonna try a whole bunch of different builds in this one. I'm gonna do a petroleum boiler fairly early on. Oh my goodness, the water's starting to come. I still haven't gotten any water in the oil biome, but it's coming from somewhere. So let me just go ahead and mop this up. Oh, it's probably coming from here because I dug all this out. Well, that makes sense. So I dug it out so I could build the insulated tile and keep going with that. I'm gonna keep going more longer, in fact, so I can just so it looks cool. You guys know I like things looking cool, so that's why we do that. We just go like this. I'm not too happy about the ice dropping down, but it is what it is for the time being. We're gonna just try not to get a whole bunch of. That's why I'm building this little bay here to catch everything. So that should hopefully do all that. Okay, Jim says, I mean, I evolved them on site. Oh, the voles. Yeah, the voles can be pretty annoying. I used to. One of the metas, I think back in the day, I don't know how long ago this was, but I wasn't nearly as good at the game, so maybe I'm just kind of not really know what I'm talking about. But I think I used to do the shovel starvation ranch all the time. And then I think they added the delectables, and I think I stopped using them because it just wasn't as fun with the delectable. But it is what it is. See, this is already done. That's perfect. So now this is going to be all nice and cold. Let's take this mercury out of here. So yeah, I might just evolve them. I don't know. I think we're okay right now just to move it, and he can eat all this. I don't even know where it went, actually. It's probably hanging around here somewhere, which is kind of annoying. It does eat iron, though, I think. So as long as it doesn't eat my iron, it's hopefully okay. Jim says, I'm a super fan of using the saltwater geyser for power. I've never used the saltwater geyser for power. I usually just, I'm kind of, I find it like, just as in its base form, I'm kind of annoyed at it because I have to use the desalinator, and I hate using the desalinator. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say, but I love using the water geyser. Not a fan of the desalinator, so I usually, if I can help it, I usually just hoard this material just because I can. But maybe we'll do so. Like I said, maybe we'll do something fun with all the different resources that we have on this asteroid. For now, we'll just keep going the way. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's just oil, right? Yeah, as long as I'm not about to get, well, there's a little bit of water there. A little bit, not too happy about that water. This looks like, why is it purple? I feel like purple should be gunk. Anyways, this is fine. Things are fine. Things are fine. I think I'm realizing my frozen core seed has absolutely no magma or volcano or metal volcanoes. Yeah, ouch indeed, Kevin. That is a bummer. So are you gonna restart, or do you just do space travel and hope that you can find something convenient nearby? Oh, I can't wait to do a frozen the series. I want to do the series asteroid at some point. That'd be a lot of fun. I don't know why my duplicates, like, can they not get here or something, or just waiting for stuff? Have you been introduced to our Lord and Savior, maps not included? I prefer dealing with the unexpected, just not like this. Hey, Milko, what's up? Nice to see you, Milko. Welcome to the stream. Imagine if goldfishers got feed from filtering the water. That'd be kind of interesting. Yeah, it's kind of like the sandy shells. How the sandy shells, they can use their little claws and get rid of all the germs. I don't think it feeds them though. I think that would be kind of cool. Yeah, but I got to work on my Paku farm as well. That's another thing that I got to start working on this episode. I gotta move this over anyways because I need to make more beds. So I'm gonna bring the beds out this way and make another 5. Because I have bionic okay, so here's my bionic duplicate status, just so FYI. Let me just go over this. I have 3, I guess. 3 bionic duplicates on permanent microchip production for the time being. I know that's like super not inefficient or whatever, but I just decided I'll just throw them on there just so I have a whole bunch to work with when I remember to deal with it. And I have Eduardo doing all the random stuff. So that's how it's looking right now. What was it that I forgot to do? Oh my god, this is already dormant and I forgot to close it off. Sorry, out of dormancy. Okay, so I knew that was gonna happen. Let's just how about we just do this? I don't really care about the slime lung. It's whatever. As long as it's only gas in here, I'm probably okay with it. What? Why didn't you do the rest? You could have just done the rest. Okay, thank you. All right, let's get this on max priority. Let's get this. Actually, I guess come to think of it, it wasn't even necessary to vacuum that out because it was already filled with polluted oxygen. So there you go. Subscribe for more tips and tricks. They're pretty OPS heat deleters. Gunk is a different shade of purple. Oh, okay. Yeah, it probably is, but it looks like, just at a quick glance, it looks like gunk should be that color. Oh, we're getting a lot of water here now from the melted ice. So just gonna keep, oh, it's too much liquid. All right, well, hopefully we don't have too many issues. This is obviously very, very hot area that I'm digging into. So I got to get this on 9 priority so they can fix all that stuff. And then everything should just end up in here, which is great. So in case you guys aren't aware, I'm trying really hard. It's like just a personal goal of mine to not get any other liquids other than crude oil into my oil biome. That I always mess that up. And so I'm trying really, really hard to not do it this episode or this gameplay. Milko says, can't you just geotune it past evaporation point? Are you talking about the saltwater? geyser. I probably can. To be honest, I'm not too familiar with geotuning. I tend to just go with the base, whatever the base value of it is. But maybe, like I said, maybe we'll do some of that as well. I want to explore different kinds of builds that I'm not familiar with, because I'm the type of person that if left unattended, if left to my own being, I would just do the exact same build over and over and over just to get through the game. And to me, that's perfectly satisfying. So when I'm on stream, like last episode or last playthrough, I did a whole bunch of stuff that was different than what I would normally try to do, and we're gonna do the same thing here. So I'm gonna build a sour gas boiler on stream. I'm gonna do it my way though. I think I like to use the ATN a lot because it's a relatively redundant building for like. Hey, thanks for the subscription, Antonio. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. It's a like people not many people utilize the ATN because it's kind of slow at deleting heat or cooling or whatever, and it's you kind of have to put it in its own chamber and wait a long time. But you can use it for a sour gas boiler. I've done it once. It's very inefficient, so I want to use it again. So we'll see if that's if I can do it on stream once again. Actually, I have a sandbox asteroid where I was like revisiting that idea on a sandbox, and I had the sour gas boiler split into two different sections, one a cooling area and one a heating area. The heating area obviously works fine, but the ATN is just super hard to like dial in for me for some reason. I don't know if it's like a skill issue on my end, but yeah, it's just super hard. Why isn't this moving? Sometimes this doesn't move. Okay, it's probably just cold. Sorry, I'm just kind of behind on the chat here. My petroleum boiler for my second planet, solar panels, and rush to research reactors. That's Kevin. So Jim says you can, if you geotune it times 5, it comes out at 195, and a lot of power, water, salt to make bleach stone for geotuning. I've never dabbled with Paku Farm. Is it easy to set up? Paku Farm is relatively easy. There are like basically all you have to do is feed it enough. So here's kind of the intricacies of a Paku Farm. You have seed production that I like to feed it seeds, or you can use algae. You want to be able to feed the Pakus, but you don't want to feed it all of your material like algae or seeds, because then you can't sustain that population. So you want to have like a relatively small Paku farm if you're playing as slow as I usually do, and that will allow you to feed probably like 3 or 4 Pakus. Like you kind of gotta keep an eye on your resources, but you want to be able to sustain your Pakus for long term without losing your materials, and then you can continuously get eggshells and seafood, which then you can make into the surf and turf. So yeah, let's start doing something like that right now, because I'm kind of just chatting. I didn't really I'm working on this, but obviously my duplicates are busy. But if we can start working on a Paku farm, I think that'd be pretty cool. So maybe we'll do that, and then we'll get some more lime production. Hold on, my game is just kind of loading here. We'll get all this dug up as well, because it's gonna be just annoying. And then hopefully we don't have too many problems there. Yeah, getting rid of this one. I want to have a petroleum boiler right here. So this is very important for me to get cleared out. Unfortunately, this is where all the water that I've dug out from here is all dropping. So it's just doing its thing. And we have a bunch of filtering. So let me just show you guys that real quick. I think I already did last episode, but I'm basically checking for germs here. If there's germs, I send it into this tank. Then I'm checking for clear water. If it's water, I send it into the water tank. And if it's salt water, I send it into here. If it's polluted water, I send it into here. If it's brine, I send it into here. And anything else, I just dump. So this is mercury, polluted water. I don't know why polluted water is in there, but whatever. So anyways, that's that. That's how that's working. And yeah, we can continue with that. So that Paku farm. Yeah, let me just catch up with the chat and I'll do a Paku farm. You can do an easy Paku farm just by putting them in water with some Seacum. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. William says, I'll be lurking around, checking out the map of this seed on my side. Cool. Thank you for joining, William. Appreciate it. And magnesium sulfate. What's up, magnesium? Thank you for coming to the stream. Plum squash is bugged at negative 13.8. It shows over temp, but minus 14 is good. Interesting. Did you try reloading by any chance? Sometimes that fixes everything. I didn't notice that because I don't usually use plum squash. Certainly not on this asteroid. Maybe on another asteroid that we have coming up soon. Oh, and maybe if I remember, we'll go on a radial asteroid as well and start doing stuff. Okay, so let's do a Paku farm. Where do I want to? I mean, this is kind of done. I like how this turned out. Let me just put this in here so I can keep an eye on. Why isn't this being picked up? Let's see. Oh, that's why. All right, so yeah, these guys are probably not happy, but we'll work on that. So we have 8 out of 8, and we have Drecos in here. Oops, I clicked all. Dreco, and Drakelet. There we go. We have 6 out of 20 is not right. So 8. And then this will all be automated as well. Right now, I'm just going to manually deliver the Drecos in here, but something that we'll work on possibly this episode. Okay, let me just check this. 9 out of 9, 5 out of 9, 7 out of 5. These guys should be like, let's see here. What are these called? Hatches. Okay, we got hatches. Just making sure that my duplicates actually have the capability to drop hatches in here. Yes, they do. They're supposed to be taking them out of... Oh, that's why. There we go. Now they can take them out a little quicker. But they should also be taking them out from here, probably. Oh, no, because I got this drop-off in here. All right, let's take the drop-off off. We want to maintain our hatch population for sure, because that's going to... right now, that's kind of what we're feeding our base with, so I don't want to be losing any hatches. Kiddio says, well, by the way, welcome to the stream. I have 2 polluted water geysers. What am I going to do with all this water? You hoard it. You hoard it because as your base grows, you might need it, and you might have a spike in water demand. So it's good to have it. I would even filter it beforehand. So you can filter it and then sort it, or then hoard it. Or you can hoard one as clean water and one as polluted water. So either way, that's kind of what I would do. Like, so I have for example, I have a water hoarding station here. This is an infinite water storage, and I have an infinite polluted water storage. I'm just hoarding all the materials that I find. Okay, anyways, let's get this started because my duplicates are going to be idle soon. So I think the easiest thing is to just move all this over and maybe get rid of some of this polluted water, like just send it away. And then make our Paku farm somewhere in this location with the automation for the filtering of it here. I think that probably works out pretty well. This is not ideal, I don't think. It's still a private bedroom, so it's okay. But anyways, yeah, let's start building this over, and then we'll get rid of this water as we need to. I'll set up that infrastructure as well. There's a lot of mess going on here with regards to piping because this was old. Oh, what was that sound? I don't know what that sound was. I don't hear that a lot. Hopefully it was a good sound. Okay, yeah, no idea what that was. Okay, anyways. We'll start condensing this and then get this. This was all, yeah, old infrastructure. That's what I was saying. This was all very old infrastructure here. So something that we can get rid of to, or maybe we can utilize it to get rid of the water. Anyways, I think we can get rid of this filter. Whoa, what's going on? No. Why is that happening? I don't know what that was. It just started dragging my mouse or my screen away. So it's been 200 cycles and I still haven't found any fiber fabric. Okay, you said you're on the prehistoric planet, so I think you have to use, well, the Printerceptor would be my go-to, but I think you have to use the Rex, these guys. Oh, yeah, that's what Jim is already saying. Yeah, Rex produced meat fiber, which works, and I think the Mammoths were available there too. And then the great thing about the Mammoths, I think, and the Rex is you can just shear them and then put them back into their like biome where they came from, and they'll very slowly regrow as they eat these guys. It's not, again, it's not ideal, but you can just shear them to get your thing started. William says, "Wow, after looking at the map you're playing, this is bound to be a slow start." I do. Are you guys talking about this this asteroid? I love this. Yeah, this is, I guess you can call this slow, but I'm a slow player anyway, so I love this asteroid. Very, very fun. Oh yeah, Paku Farm. I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to be doing Paku Farm. Okay, Paku Farm time. So first thing I should probably do is stop sending all of the water, like, you know, up to this. What is this? Oh, this is okay. I don't need that. Don't need to worry there. I should send the water this way. There we go. And then I can flip this vent, or this bridge rather, and I can start sending the water out of this area. Like, everything here can be deleted, actually. I don't think I need any of this. What is this storage for? Nothing. I don't know. It's probably not important if I don't know what it is. This is probably old infrastructure, actually. Let's go ahead and delete all that. Finally getting our base a little bit tidied up here. I can see a huge Hydra coming if I'm going to play on this map. How big of a Hydra are you talking about, William? I know you like to use bionic duplicants, so I've been taking nothing but bionic duplicants lately. I'm actually really enjoying them. Right now, they're just making a bunch of microchips for me because I think I should probably get some of them on other schedules as well. Let's put a gizmo here. Please don't get stuck. I don't need you guys to get stuck. Okay, let's get this moved over. And then a bridge, something like this. This I don't need for the time being either. Okay, and now does this have power? Yes, it does. Pipe blocked. Just mute the mic here. I'm just gonna take a drink. Hey, what's up, Becca? Thanks for joining. How are you doing, Becca? Appreciate you joining the stream. So yeah, just to recap once again, everyone. Today we're featuring some asteroids that viewers have sent in, as you can see up at the top there. So it's going to be about 2.5 hours of gameplay, and then the rest of the stream will be featuring some asteroids. They're really cool. I really enjoyed them, so it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good time. Jim, just for the record, so give you guys an idea of what we're looking at here. Jim is going to be featuring an asteroid that this is actually this exact same asteroid. So the contrast of how we both played is pretty interesting. Obviously, like I always say, this Oxygen Not Included is just one of those amazing games where you can play pretty much any way you want, and you know, you can end up with the same result in that you can beat the game or make your own goals and to beat the game or whatever. And it's really cool how someone else played this exact same asteroid. So if you're ever like trying to maybe not so much, I don't know if compare is the right word, but like, you know, get some ideas on how to play and you're a new player, I think one of the best ways is to play an asteroid that someone has already played. Like whether it's your favorite streamer or someone that you share what's it called, asteroid seeds with. I think it's a really good way to be like, oh, okay, that's a cool build you did like right here with that water geyser or something, right? kind of gives you some ideas for your next playthrough. And that's one of the other reasons I love seeing how other people play, is because there's a whole bunch of ideas that I get on how I can improve my bases as well. So just kind of throwing that out there. I think it's a lot of fun to do. So having said all that, if you're watching the VOD or you've never sent in your save before, please do so if you would like to show something off or just like to get some tips or tricks or whatever. It's always a good time, I think. And yeah, we'll just leave it at that, I guess. But yeah, we'll be doing that at the end of this play session. Okay, so yeah, we're just clearing out the water here, making this a little bit smaller. And usually, like I was saying, I like to keep around 4 to 5 pacus. I don't really need a whole lot of them because like they hatch pretty quick. So they have only a lifespan of 25, I think. Yeah, 25. So they kind of rotate through themselves pretty quick, and you get a lot of lime regardless. I do have a lot of lime currently, and I also have fossils I can utilize, but just with the ability to have pacus is going to really increase our lime production. And of course, stuffed berry, because I have lots of barbecue. I have a ton of barbecue. Well, not a ton, but I have almost 69,000 calories, which is nice. Okay, so we're gonna put some. This is gonna be my oil storage, so I gotta put some gunk here because I believe, if I remember correctly, gunk is heavier than oil. Feel free to correct me just in case I'm wrong. I think that's the case, but my memory is not always the greatest. So Becca says, I'm good, thanks. Happy to hear, Becca. Happy to hear. Chris says, yeah, my friends and I usually play 1 seed at a time, and like 7 of us playing 1 seed with different approach. That's so cool, Chris. That is awesome. I wish, I wish, I mean, you know what? I like sharing my asteroids with the chat. So I get a lot of tips from as it is from the chat. So I was gonna say, anyways, doesn't matter. Let's mop all this up. My brain switches between interpreting that wallpaper as mush bars or dirty sponges. Which one is that? Is that up here? Oh yeah, you're right. It does look like dirty sponges. I like how this wallpaper kind of flows together nicely too. I like this wallpaper. It turned out really well with the Drecos. Oh yeah, and I want to send some bionic duplicates over to the second asteroid as well to start mining stuff out there. So, but yeah, well, we're gonna get our the first part of our petroleum boiler set up in this playthrough. I already have it on blueprint, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna put it here as soon as we can get this water moved. I don't think we can get the water moved today, but it might be more. Well, the issue is that I have all this filtering. I don't want to have to set up secondary filtering just to move the water. So I think I'm just gonna let it do its thing. I mean, this won't be impeding the way too much in just a bit, but we have to condense this pool first. Basically, what I wanted to do is I want to condense this pool for my Pacu farm so this auto sweeper can kind of get to everything that I need it to get to. That's the goal of my Pacu farm. So I can have one auto sweeper, one conveyor loader, and all that stuff. So that's that's my plan. Let's put this here, and then we'll slowly start to get it together. We'll see how it comes together, but it'll be slow and steady because I forget a lot. I really wish that. Hey, thanks for the follow, Joe John W. Appreciate it on Twitch. That is awesome. Got off to a good start on Twitch. 6 viewers on Twitch. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me on Twitch, and subscribe or follow for more Ani. Oh, building melted. All right. Well, this is kind of late, isn't it? I forgot I built that. That's hilarious. Anyways, let's see. We have lots of cold gold coming out. Close this guy up. Jim says, yes, gunk is heavier. Perfect. It's than this normal liquid. Well, the asteroid is so cool. It's negative 140. It is. This is a very cool asteroid. Joe John says, "Hey, I finally catch you live in the wild. I usually watch YouTube VODs. Awesome. That's great to hear, Joe John. Thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate you being a fan. That is so cool to hear." So you like vanilla map more than spaced out? Yeah, I do like vanilla. I think spaced out is like almost a different game in a way, but having said that, I've grown really accustomed to spaced out ever since the Super Duper Dreamland, where the chat really helped me out with it. So definitely took a little bit of a learning curve for me, because it was kind of, it's like a whole new environment basically. And it was a lot of fun though. So I'm really excited to get to petroleum rockets. That's why I really want to get to petroleum boiler pretty quickly in this playthrough. I think last time I started at like cycle 1300 or so. I want to build it by 600, I want to have the petroleum boiler basically done. So, well, that's really ambitious. Maybe 650. Magnesium sulfate says, "Okay, I'm stupid. Minus 13.8 is warmer than negative 14. All right, it's an easy mistake to make. Easy mistake. Let me make sure all my geysers are okay. That's what I keep thinking that I'm about to have actually gear bomb. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to have that on thing. And then this is I could make fossils if I want to, but no, we're not going to do that. Suppress current. No focus research. Don't really care about research at the moment. Okay, keep going on. What? Who needs to go to the bathroom? Is my bathroom plugged? Oh, my bathroom is plugged. Oh, because I severed this pipe. That's such a silly. See, magnesium sulfate. I'm stupid. I was wondering, why is my bathroom? I have 3 minutes. Duplicants waiting 3 minutes for a toilet. Oh my goodness, they're gonna pee themselves for sure. I don't even know how I managed to do that. At least it's working for now. So whatever. I should build another thing here. Put that like that. I always make like the worst mistakes. Yeah, Jim says I make mistakes all the time and I'm an engineer. Yeah, I make power mistakes all the time and I'm an electrician. So it's just, it's a game, so sometimes we get distracted and sometimes things don't go according to plan. That's all right though. That's part of what makes the game so much fun. Is it's always going to be slightly different challenges and all that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Hopefully another bionic duplicant. Nope. I really don't want the ice. I don't want any of these guys. I want to take bionic duplicants from now on. I know ice is pretty good sometimes, but I don't feel like dealing with... Why do we have 10 critters here now? Well, let's take out one of these guys then. Actually, let's put one of these guys here. And then we have 9 out of 8 and then 9 out of 9. All right, we have a stone hatch as well. It's kind of weird, but whatever. They're not going to be eating anything, so I prefer not to have them there. They don't have anything for them to eat in here, I don't think. Okay, let's keep going on this. Pushing the water over. I don't think I need that top tile. Probably don't need this either. Kevin says, I didn't happen to make that mistake much, but there is a reason Kelvin started being used. Temperatures are sort of human foolish, used for engineering. I can't tell you how many flips sign errors I made in various math and science class in uni. Hey, Wacko, what's up? Hello. How are you doing, Wacko? How are things going? How's work? How's school with you? And hope that hope that you have some time to play Oni these days. Appreciate you stopping by and saying hello. Magnesium sulfate says, by the way, on Frozen DLC, what are good for making food? Frozen DLC. So the series Asteroid, I haven't played a lot of the series Asteroid. I mean to do a series on stream, possibly after this one. We'll see. We'll see which one I end up doing. But I am not sure. Jim says it's pike apple, and sleet wheat is berry sludge, which is okay. That's really good. Like the best food you can probably make, I think. It's +8 morale and never goes bad. And there you go. But yeah, that's something interesting that I hope to do at some point in the future. Hopefully it can be that one. So gunk, do we have no pending deliveries for gunk? That's most likely because we have no gunk here. All right, so the reason why we don't have gunk is because I've been making all my gunk into, where's the building? Right here. Making all of it into, no, that's not that one. Where's my app? My thing that makes medicine and stuff. It's not this one. It's not this one. Oh, it's right here. I can't believe I couldn't see that. I've been using all the gunk to make it into gear bomb. So anyways, we're going to stop that so we can get some gunk and put it in this area. Hopefully I don't forget. Actually, just because I probably will forget, I'm going to shut this off and remember to do it later. In the meantime, I can start making oil. Let's go ahead and start pumping oil down here. And we can go ahead and start building this piping infrastructure. And then the oil for here as well. Now we can take all these ladders out. We're also going to need a way, actually, maybe making oil isn't the best idea at the moment. Just because, actually, I don't even have water coming down here. Just realized that. Because I don't have anywhere to put the natural gas. So let's build some natural gas vents. All the way up to my infinite storage, which is right here. Should I use... You know what? I am going to use insulated. I don't need to use insulated. It's going to take way more mats. I'll just use sandstone. It's really not going to matter, I don't think. Like, it'll be hot natural gas, but probably fine. It's most likely fine. It's probably one of those famous last word situations, but I don't really care if this part of my base gets heated up, you know? Or should I? Should I care? I usually don't care if anything outside of my starting or my base where my duplicants are trying to live gets heated. So, oh, but yeah, to answer that question, about the vanilla asteroids, I do like the vanilla, but since I've been playing so much spaced out, I kind of like the spaced out equally, if not more now. So I've grown quite accustomed to it in about a year's time. Yeah, it was about a year since yeah, it's been about a year, I think, since I started making videos, almost. So it's about that time. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Phil? How are you doing? Welcome. Phil, I just remembered. I knew I was supposed to have 4 people's asteroid featured tonight. I was wondering if it was yours that I was supposed to feature and I somehow missed. If not, that's okay. I was just wondering because for some reason I thought there was 4 and there's only 3 names up at the top. So if that was yours, please let me know. And if I missed your asteroid somewhere, I can go find it and load it in. But thank you for joining the stream. Might have been someone else's, but that would have been from Wednesdays when the Wednesday stream. Kevin says, I'm surprised how unfamiliar people outside my age group with some of the words. Maybe some like Baldur's Gate 3 players might be exposed to some of them nowadays. Oh, that's a game that I really want to play. I do not have time to play that, unfortunately, but oh my goodness, that looks friggin' amazing. Such a fun looking game. I've been actually back into Civ lately since I've been talking about it on stream with you guys. I started at least 2 playthroughs. Obviously, none of them I finished because I only got to maybe turn, I don't know, 50 or 100 because I kind of butchered it. First I started on Deity thinking, okay, how hard can Deity be? I used to play on Deity before, and then I got smoked by Barbarian, so I restarted on King, and I went to No, that would be my second. I restarted on King. I went to war with a city-state because I was landlocked, and it was just taking too long. So I restarted again, and now I'm in at war with a city-state once again, and I think I'm just going to restart that one. And I think I made some poor decisions. So I'm just starting to get myself familiarized with the game once again because it's been so long. There's a lot of words I learned via reading that I've always pronounced wrong. Oh, I'm the same. I'm exactly the same way. Hey, what's up, Stringer? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'll go over. Yeah, so Stringer, today we're doing 3 asteroids. Your asteroid, Jim's, and I'm an AI things at the end of this play session. So, oh no, there's some water coming in here, but it's not on my oil biome. So that's kind of what's going on tonight. I'm going to be playing for... How long have I already been on for? Oh, already an hour? Holy smokes. I don't feel like I've gotten an hour's worth of things done. I got to step it up. But yeah, playing for probably another hour and a half or so, trying to get more done on this playthrough here. And trying to get this Paku farm online is just doing more talking than playing here. I'm gonna focus more on this Paku farm and get it going. You skipped over the punctuation guy. Yeah, is that it? I always skim read, and it always backfires. You know, like that's why being an electrician is kind of annoying in a way, because our code book. Actually, I probably could get a code book and show you guys how big it is. I'm not sure if I want to include that as part of the stream because that's I think it would be kind of boring unless you like that kind of stuff. But it's like literally 2 inches thick, and it's all legal. It's basically a massive legal document that you're supposed to memorize. There's no way I could possibly memorize it. And if you don't read words and punctuations exactly in that book, you can interpret the code wrong and make mistakes. It's very it's one of those annoying things about being an electrician, in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's all very worthwhile information. It's just, well, you get what I mean, right? It's just very legal, very lawyer-ish. So I miss a lot of punctuation in that. Oh, Gizmo, why are you down here? Yeah, that's your fault, dude. I know I could have put you in an Atmo suit, but it's still your fault. How's my pipe do? My pipe's already done. All right, well, now I can connect water. Actually, all the water is almost been used up from here, so I can probably send it down pretty soon. I need to build more piping anyways, because I have to eventually take oil up here, or petroleum, which is going to be very, very hot. So let's start doing that. I guess we'll use igneous rock. Okay, we'll go over that, but we'll just disconnect it both ways. Oh no, that's gonna be a problem, I think. I'm just gonna put this here just in case. And then possibly, I'm gonna actually let them do this while I watch it and save, because I just feel like, I know it shouldn't be a problem, but I just feel like it might be a problem. And I really don't want it to be a problem and have a big mess, because then I will definitely get water down here, which would be super duper annoying. Baldur's Gate 3 is too long, says William. That's all right for me. I like long games. As long as they're fun, I don't mind. It has to be fun. Like, Ani's pretty long. I mean, I can be a lot shorter, but it's... I think in general, it would be considered to be quite a long game. Not too happy with this placement, so I'm going to rebuild it. Kind of like that. And then we'll figure everything else out. So yeah, we'll let our duplicants work on that. Let's see if we can get another... Nope. Take some mush bars. I'm glad that our... bristleberry... Okay, cool. Barbecue is falling behind again. I gotta keep an eye on my... I gotta put an automatic notifier here. I can't keep checking this. Let's just put these guys in here. It's just super, super annoying if I have to keep checking to see if I have... Because inevitably I'm going to forget, and then I'm going to have a huge problem. Anyways, we'll connect all those guys. That's my first... nope, my asteroid is about to crash to death at cycle 350. That's pretty good. I mean, Phil, if that's your first colony to 350, that's really, really good. So, congrats on that. Like, I think my first asteroid was cycle... My first real plate that I actually tried, like... sorry, I don't mean to say it like actually tried. Like, that I wasn't experimenting on, like, the very first couple cycles. I probably made it to cycle 86. I have it saved, so if anyone wants to see it, I could probably show it off. I was planning to make a video on that. Some of my very first asteroids. I thought that'd be really... kind of a fun video. So also another thing that I have to do here is I have to build this out of granite. I don't like sandstone here. Or maybe I'll do glass later on in the game, but for now we'll do granite. That'll look cool. Yes, I am an electrician. You're a plumber. Hey, hell yeah. I will refrain from any trade jokes today. Actually, I get along well with the plumbers at work, but it's always fun to it's always fun to make fun of each other. Too long? Oh no, my streak is too juicy and my lobster is too buttery. I think the only thing I need to know about you, Phil, is are you a Milwaukee guy or a plumber guy? Or sorry, or a DeWalt guy? I'm Milwaukee. The tool wars are about to begin on Ethan's live stream. You know, I have so many other duplicants that could be doing this other than Gizmo. Kevin says, "Oh no, are we starting a serious fight?" No, we'll be okay, Kevin. I made a working Hydra with 3 electrolyzers. 3 electrolyzers is a awesome Hydra, Phil. You're going to get plenty of power. Like this 4 is sustaining my entire colony right now, so 3 is going to work out just great for you. And you can always expand it, and it'll be perfect. So I think you made a good choice. And William says, "Which war, Canada versus US?" No, the tool. We have this. It's kind of a joke in the trades. Some people are like, there's different brands of tools. If you buy like one brand of tools, you generally end up sticking to that brand because you like the either you like the brand or you already have batteries, so you don't want to switch batteries to go to a different tool. It's a lot of money for batteries. So that's kind of how these companies get you. They end up forcing you to stay with them in that sense. So inevitably you'll have guys, or you'll have a job site dominated by one brand of tool, which is usually Milwaukee in Ontario, where I live. And then you'll have like that 1 or 2 guys that come in. Sorry, guys, there's girls on the job site too. You'll have like 1 or 2 people come in that have a different brand, like a DeWalt. And of course, because we're tradespeople, we have to make fun of that. But no, it's all fun and games. It's all a good time. It's like if you go on Instagram and start searching like the tool trade wars or whatever, it's pretty funny. There's a lot of memes about electricians, and we send that to each other. It's a good time. Jim says I'm DeWalt, but only because I was given a set to me when I got married, and it's not worth changing. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly just like I was saying. It's not worth it. Keep the batteries that you have. It's a lot of money. So, and you know what? The wallet is perfectly fine. Phil says Milwaukee and Hilti because the company tools are refurbished by Hilti. There you go. So that's a great reason to have tools from a specific company. But yeah, it's just job site fun and games. I'm sure everyone who's in the trade kind of knows about that. My father got me on Klein. Oh, Klein is really good. A lot of electricians use Klein stuff. Oh, we're starting to overflow a little bit. That's all right. My duplicants do not like. This guy is just like chilling in the water. That's all right. Am I using these power transformers? I guess I am. I intended to put all of them here, so let's also start doing that. See, this is redundant. This can go, and then we'll any power wires here. No. Start deleting all this stuff. No, Hilti's actually a really good brand too. I love Hilti. My my SDS is Hilti. I have an old corded SDS that's Hilti, and it's hasn't let me down ever. Like corded is kind of a thing of the past now, but Hilti's always held up really strong. And of course Milwaukee. I'm all Milwaukee. I still have my very first Milwaukee drill that I ever bought for the trade. And it's still going. I mean, it's not as good these days, but it's still going. Okay, I think we can just get rid of all this. Get some duplicate ladders here. Oh, they don't even need the ladder because they can just jump on this way. But yeah, Klein, Milwaukee, DeWalt, Hilti, they're all really good. Yeah, the interchangeable batteries is, and it's especially good when you're working with coworkers that have the same batteries as you do, because obviously, you can if something's wrong with yours or whatever, you can share. You know, whatever is the reason. I really should have left this intact because now I need to rebuild this. See, is the spotter pipe done? It probably is done because my duplicants have nothing else to do. So it probably is done. Let's take it all the way up here. Vertical power. Oh, that's okay. I think we probably. Oh no. Oh no! Someone's very stressed out. It's because they've been going. Oh my goodness! No. No. Oh no! That's not good. Oh no. Everyone's getting electrocuted. All right, so I'm glad that you got that out of your system. They're incapacitated now. Oh, this is brutal. I can't even. Can I like? Let me just catch up with the chat here. Yeah, my binary tube went boom. Not really happy about the fact that it obliterated some of my infrastructure. My pack boost got hurt, but seems to be okay. I mean, Amari got really hurt, so we'll have to kind of deal with that. It's because they kept going. I mean, it's my fault, but they kept going in here, and I should have them in Atmos suits. I just didn't foresee them having to work in here. And someone is still, Gizmo's still super stressed out. So when Gizmo gets power, he's just going to be mad again. I'm just going to restart this, I think. That was really my bad. I take full responsibility for that. It's just unfortunate because now when he gets power again, he's just going to be pissed off. Well, that's my fault. I cannot blame the dupes. Jim says, I have been in the trade for almost 30 years. I honestly don't use mine enough to be able to tell the difference. Yeah, they're kind of the same. They're all the same, to be honest. It's just a fun thing that we like to joke around. Okay, we're not going to make the same mistake. We're actually, just for the sake of not making the same mistake, we're gonna do this. We're gonna put Gizmo here, and we're gonna put Eduardo here, so I don't have to worry about that. I think that is the easiest lazy solution. And then also, I don't have to rebuild this stuff that I accidentally deconstructed. So like I was saying, I want to build this out of granite, and this will just give me a head start. Well, there we go. That kind of worked out better. Kevin says bionic dupes go boom. You can you go around catching up on my series. No, Stringer, I have not. I took a look at your asteroid, but I haven't even played much Ani this week besides recording like maybe an hour's worth of dialogue. It's just been super busy. But yeah, everyone, if you're looking for Ani VODs or Ani content to watch, please check out Stringer 208. We will be featuring Stringer's asteroid that he played on stream tonight. So please go check him out. He makes some. It's just a time issue on my end, but he does make really good content, and I plan to get to that this weekend, Stringer. You'll know when I watch it because I'll leave you a comment, so you'll know I've been by. But yes, please check out Stringer 08. Oh, sorry, Stringer 207 for some Ani long plays. Hey, Flying Ratto, what's up? I opened your stream at the right time. Hell yeah, you did. Welcome to the stream. They added buying a duplicate category for access to base game. Just reminding. Well, I should just have Atmos suits. Oh, sorry, I should just have bionic duplicates and Atmos suits 100% of the time. I'm pretty sure I assigned them to that before, but I don't know why they didn't get in. I just realized my frozen core is like minus 200. I'm only using masks there. I have to change some things around. Oh, I need to build one more wall here. Then we should be good. Okay, let's go ahead and continue this. Take out all this stuff. And I believe we were also working on... Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I missed out on. Because I got distracted by my bio-duplicant being annoying. On the account of me being negligent. Like put a door... Yeah, put a door to the water, yeah. Like this. I have some bionic duplicates unable to leave this area, but I figured that I'm not gonna have too much reason to come down here after I build it, so I'll just keep them making microchips for the time being, and I think we'll be all right. There we go. They can get that. I don't mind if the water falls over to here. Can the dupes get scalded from heat? Sorry, from the cold? They do have, yes, they do have problems. In fact, the game gives you warm coats, which I have available here. So if you're playing on the very cold asteroid, I think the series asteroid, you can put them in the warm coat, and it will protect them from cold by increasing insulation. You can see right there. The temperature that they like, well, I guess I can click on them and find out. Maybe you can just click on them here. Or maybe someone already knows in the chat. Yeah, Kevin says frostbite. Just trying to see what that... I guess I can't click on it. Duplicants. Let's see what their... I don't even know what their... It should tell you if you click on them what their ideal temperature range is. I don't know. It's somewhere in here. It's somewhere in there, and they will tell you. But yeah, like Kevin said, frostbite. I'm not sure what temperature it is, though. Okay, let's keep going over here. Mop up all this stuff. And then, see, now this can reach everything. I like that. Now, what I should do is build some ladders across, like so. And then I can start feeding these guys as well. So fish feeder. I will build it out of gold, I guess. And then I think I have enough blossom seeds now to feed them seeds. Yeah, oh yeah, I have 1,000. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. I think they eat 1 seed per cycle, so it's should be all right to just feed them that. I don't think it'd be that big of an issue. Oops, did not mean to do that. That's all right. We'll connect this to power, like so. I like to put the critter. I don't need this to be used anymore. I'm perfectly happy with the amount of water that I have in here. And then we'll just deconstruct all this. And I like to have the critter condo in here as well, the fish condo. What's... condo. I think it's that one, I guess. I thought there was another one. Oh, but I only have 10... yeah, I'm not going to use my reed fibers for the time being. So we'll just leave it for now. Then keep mopping this stuff. Then add another granite there. Okay, so now what I want to do is, I forgot exactly how I made this on the last episode or on the last playthrough, but it looked something similar to... so I had a output. I mean, I really should get my duplicants to do something while I navigate that. That's gonna take quite a while. So let's get oil up and running, because this is gonna be a huge thing that we're gonna need to deal with really, really soon. All right, so we have a water line coming down here. And I think what I should be doing is filtering for water at this source. So I'm not sending all my water back up to the top, just to send it back down again. So that's something that we'll do as a temporary measure. Where's my liquid filter here? We'll put that in here. And in, and out, and then and out. Basically, like that. Okay, and then we'll get some power onto here. I already have power. All right, cool. Just take that out for now. And then this is going to go that way. And then we'll start sending our oil down to here, rather than all the way up to the top. Filter, or sorry, I mean my water. Do I not have power here? I do have power here. So what is the problem? Oh, that's because it's out in. I have this the wrong way. I have it the wrong way. And I also want to get space stuff up and running. So let's, whoops. Let's do more of that. I don't know. I don't want decreased excavation. We'll take the Draco eggs. Okay, so my space, as far as my star map goes, my duplicants are still working on it. Let's start building some rocketry stuff at some point. First, we'll put up some more bunker doors. Kind of like right there. And then we'll start building some rocket pads as well. We'll take this out. And then we'll build maybe our very, very first rocket platform right here. I think, yeah. Maybe we'll move it in time, but for now we'll put it there. And then we'll start building. So I want to have a petroleum boiler and a petroleum rocket kind of all up at the same time, but I might just use some carbon dioxide for the time being. I think that'll be also pretty okay. Okay, let's rebuild this. The the liquid filter. Now put a liquid bridge here. And this is going to bring, what is that liquid bridge for? This liquid bridge should be to take oil up to the top. Or petroleum, rather. It's going to go like so. And then the water from here. Whoops. I don't know what that was. Nip tool. 7 to pop up. Okay, so now I should be getting some oil from my oil wells. If this is above 1,000, if this is above 1,000, we'll turn these vents on. And then the oil from here, for now it's just going to flush overboard, but eventually it'll all go into here. So what I want to do is, well, just dump it overboard for now. And then we'll deal with the consequences as they happen. Should be 9. Get that done right away. Okay. Now, make sure that my ventilation is good. Yes, it is. We'll cut this off. And then that should be fine. And then I need some gunk. Do I have gunk here? I do have gunk. I should have plenty of gunk that I can use for the bottom area. Gunk is going into here. Click on the, there we go, the waterfall. Okay, 2,000. I want to put, how much do I normally use? I think it's 50 kilograms, right? Yeah, 50 kilograms. So we'll do 150. And then take, oh no, I'm doing a regular. Yeah, okay. We're gonna put the gunk here. And hopefully that is the correct amount. So I don't even need this, actually. Since I'm just gonna move it manually. I guess I didn't have to move it manually, but whatever. This hydro sensor, if it's above, say 1,000. I don't know why I have it set so low. I guess it must have been just to get all the initial oil out or whatever. And then empty this. And then we'll take some more gunk from the very top. That was an awful sound. And that should be good. So we'll see if that works. I can finish this off. So for anyone who just recently joined, I'm going to be on for about another hour, and then we're going to do a feature where we take a look at some submitted asteroids that people have sent to me via email. And some of them are actually, sorry, not some of them. All of them, there's 3 in total. They're all really cool, and they're all very unique in their own way. So I'm pretty excited to get to that segment of the stream. I think it'll last about a half an hour to an hour. Sometimes it goes long, sometimes it's a little bit shorter. Just depends if that person is still in chat or not, and if they have particular things they want to show off, or if they just want me to talk over it. That's kind of it's a segment that I do on occasion. So if you have any asteroids you'd like to send me in the future, show off the chat, or if you would like some advice for whatever reason, or whatever the case is, my email is in the about section. Some of them are cool. I definitely didn't mean it that way. Sometimes I speak without thinking, and then I regret it. No, they're all really, really cool. They're all, I mean, I really like, okay, I'm not going to spoil it. When I get to it, I will make a mention of something that I think is super, super cool. Yes, only some of them are cool. The rest of you guys fucked up. No, just kidding. No. But yeah, I especially like I said, I mentioned this earlier. I don't know if you were here yet, Stringer, but I really enjoy looking at other people's playthroughs, particularly if they're the same asteroid that you're playing on, so you can kind of compare. But there's a lot of builds that I plan to use from the asteroids that you and Jim have both made. It's just I have to integrate them into my. I have to like remember them because usually you've seen me enough now that that I just do the same build over and over. Like I don't have too much passion for changing up something that just works, even if it doesn't work as efficiently as it could, like my typical volcano tamer. Like this is just fundamentally a very easy tamer to build, and it works, and I just build it for literally every single every single volcano that's ever been on this asteroid. So having said that, there's a lot of really cool builds that I learn about through the asteroids that people submit. So it's always a good time. It's always a good time. William says, others are hot and sexy. Chris, have you hosted like one seed challenge where people can use the same seed and share it to you after 1K days? I have not yet. This is my only... this is only my third playthrough of the game, so on live stream. So I have not thought of that yet, but I think that would be a really cool thing to do. Actually, this is all of my playthroughs have been playthroughs that either someone else has already done and sent me the seed, or that I've already made significant progress in. Like the Super Duper Dreamland playthrough was one that I made significant progress in off stream, and then on my YouTube comments page, people started saying, "Hey, you should stream a full playthrough," and I was like, "All right, cool. I'll just do this playthrough that I'm working on right now." And that's why that started that game was so easy. If you guys were there for that beginning, my very first couple streams, I kept saying, "Oh, don't worry, we're gonna have so much water in this playthrough, like you won't even believe it." Like, and it's because I already knew like how the start of the game would go. Now I know now how he really feels about my playthrough. Your asteroid is really cool, Jim. I just sometimes speak without thinking. So it's never anything. Sorry, I'll be right back. Just gonna blow my nose. You know, I might misspeak, but at least I don't have my notepad popping up on my screen. I don't know if you guys get that reference. If you're on Reddit, you probably know what I'm talking about. Actually, my note. So, I don't. If you guys understand what reference that is, I had my notepad pop up on screen once, and it was the script for my next video. And I started freaking out about that. I was like, no, don't steal my script for my next video. Okay. All right, so this should be done. I think it's all good. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. I got power. My piping is done and my automation is complete. Hopefully that's enough gunk. I got 50 kilograms of gunk on both. And let's just wait for the oil to start coming in. Phil says this is the way. This is indeed the way, Phil. Yeah, so I might do that suggestion where I might maybe have us. But the thing is, like, I don't know if the... I think the shine bugs, I guess. I don't know if the asteroids that I like to play are what other people also like to play. So I don't want to like force someone to to play an asteroid just because I like it. You know what I mean? It's maybe I'm just being too modest with that, and maybe, you know, like maybe I don't have to really worry about it or whatever. But I really enjoy user submitted asteroids more than suggesting asteroids for my viewer. But I could certainly do that if that's what you guys, if there's enough interest in that. Just don't write down the script. Just, Kevin says, just don't write down the script for your next stream. The Do Police will use it as evidence to lock you up for good. Unless your script has blank blank, I'm not interested. So I remember that. I was like, oh no, I don't want people. I mean, it was just, it wasn't even, you know, I always now just close my capture card whenever I have to open something, because I do have personal info on my computer, and not that kind of personal info though. So I just don't want to like, you know, when I first started streaming, I had a notepad with like passwords, like banking. You know, I would have like not like banking information, but to like other trading platforms or whatever. And I was always, so my dash, sorry, I have two monitors, and often I have everything stored on my second monitor, but often it relocates to my first monitor. That's why whenever I have to like reload the game, I'll always close my capture card, because I don't know at any given time where all my notepad information is. But I just, anyways, that was very very cringe watching that happen. If you guys know if you guys are on Reddit, you know what I'm talking about. Hey Harry, what's up? Welcome to the chat or the stream, Harry. How are you tonight? Everything is doing pretty good here. I guess I can keep digging this out. Just really. Do I have any spore kids? I'm gonna honestly try really hard to get the pronunciations right from now on. At least for the stream. So I do have a little bit of spore or zombie spore germs here. But I think I can keep digging through here and not have a huge problem on my hands. He said the thing. Oh, you know, that reminds me of like, if you guys ever watched The Walking Dead, I'm sure there's some Walking Dead fans in the chat where Rick finally says, I think it's when they get captured by the cannibals, and he said, was it the cannibals? No, it was after the cannibals. I forgot what season it was. It was very hard to remember the later seasons because I find them to be kind of boring, to be honest. But where Rick says, "We are the Walking Dead." That was so cool. And everyone was like, he said the thing. I don't know why I thought of that just now, but I just thought of it when Jim said that. While I'm melting right now, it's 35 degrees and the sun is really burning. Oh, lucky you. Why don't you rub it? Why don't you rub it in somewhere? What's mine? It's almost the complete opposite of that where I'm living. I'm just joking, Harry. I'm really happy for you. It was literally minus 30 today for me, and I was outside for part of it. It was so friggin' cold that I had a coffee in my hand, and the top of the coffee, like it was Tim Hortons coffee, the top of the coffee lid, froze shut on my way into work. That's how friggin' cold it was. It took 20 minutes for my work van to heat up so I could see. It was insane. And I was working outside. Beats my 5-foot snowbank. Oh, why can't... Oh, no, you're stuck, aren't you? Okay. How are we gonna... can we build this out of abyssalite? No, we can't. Well, you know what? Let's just get like this on... It's igneous rock, so someone... Bro, you could have... I guess you were already building it. Okay. You were stuck in an animation glitch. 5-foot snowbanks is wild, Harley. That is crazy. We did have pretty high snowbanks because where I work, all the snow is getting pushed up into like in one area. There's not a lot of places you can put it in some situations. But yeah, it was so freaking cold. Like when the sun comes out, it's a little bit okay, but inside the houses, it's just you have no sun, but you also have just the drafts coming in from the outside cold. It's brutal, absolutely brutal. Just terrible, terrible. But yeah, that's awesome for you, Harry. I was just joking there. I'm glad that you're enjoying the weather. Wish I could be joining you right now where you are. But that is great for sure. But it is kind of funny how I was almost literally the exact opposite of what you had. Harley, are you streaming any games lately? Do you wanna give yourself a plug in the chat? Okay, so this auto sweeper, I'm still working on this, but at least we're getting these guys fed now, so they should be getting their wild status slightly removed. Yeah, it's wild. This is plus 5%. Okay, mood is happy. Anyways, I think they'll eventually keep eating and they'll be like good or whatever. Okay, I can always put more Pacus in there as well. So I'm pretty sure I have some Pacus elsewhere that I can put in. Oh, by the way, do I have a triage cot? No, I don't need a triage cot anymore because I reloaded from my save state. All right. Okay, let's keep going over here. Keep going through here, getting all these things mined out, and then we'll probably get in here and start exploring this area. Actually, I have everything almost explored, but I'm still missing my second volcano. I know I was looking at Jim's asteroid, and there was a cobalt volcano somewhere here that I completely missed, which is something that I've been waiting for. Find. It's like somewhere here. I tried to sort of remember relative to where everything is on my base, but I forgot exactly where it was. Don't tell me. I'll find it. I'll find it. Is it that one? That's a minor volcano. Okay, so it's definitely somewhere in this area. I remember it was near that minor volcano. Is it down here? Can't remember where it was now. Anyways, we'll find it at some point and get it tamed. Oh, it's probably that one. That's the one. That's 5. I haven't even checked it yet. Yeah, that's the one. Sweet. So I want to go for that one. How do I get there? Oh, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Basically, just go through. Well, whatever, Gizmo. Can you just like figure it out? Do I not have enough power banks? No, they should be okay. Let's get my duplicants back on. Oh yeah, I wanted to send the duplicant over to the other asteroid as well. Let's get Eduardo on here. Still moving slowly into chicken, although apparently I need a better mic. Slowly prepping myself. You got this, Harley. You can do it. Jim says it's down and to the left of the... Yep. I eventually did find... It was I guess it was in this area where I haven't completely discovered yet, so I kept brushing it off. But yeah, let's go get that cobalt volcano. Just uncover it and see what's going on. And then we'll keep going. Okay, my duplicants are... I guess my duplicants are super efficient because they keep being idle. What is this? Bomb lilies? Yeah, bomb lilies. Okay. So we'll probably need those at some point as well. Lots of oil here. Holy smokes. Okay, we can dig all this out. Let's get these slicksters out of here. and then continue all of this deconstruction. Oh, okay, so now we're kind of in a situation where we're stuck because our oil wells are not producing oil quick enough. By the way, are we... Oh, okay, this is just not quite full yet. So 500 is probably the right amount, and then we'll do 500 on this side too. 1,000 is probably too much. I just want to make sure this is going to work because I've had a problem before where the infinite storage just kind of breaks, even though you put in the right amount of materials, or so you thought. Yeah, we'll take this one. Flying Rattle says, watch out for zombie spores. Actually, I wouldn't mind getting a zombie outbreak just to see how I can deal with it. I mean, I get into enough situations where I mess up occasionally, and I think that's probably good in a way, because if someone's watching the VOD and they want to see like how to get out of that situation, they can see how it's done like live. You know what I mean? It's not something that I think I could make a video on. I don't think it would be interesting or long enough. So I don't mind having stuff like zombie outbreaks happen on live stream. I think it's kind of entertaining and maybe even educational if someone hasn't had that happen before. I mean, I've never had zombie outbreaks either, so it'd be kind of fun to kind of discover how to figure that out live. You know what I mean? I think that'd be kind of interesting. Also, another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take out all this oil from all over my map here. So we're going to come down here, start taking all this oil, out. And just putting it into an infinite storage area, which is right here. I think that'll be pretty useful. Just in the sense that I don't have to deal with all this. Like, in my head, if I have all this oil in a storage location, then I can get water down here, and it's not going to... It basically absolves me from getting water down here. Right? And I can get water down here, and I still win. I still win my own personal challenge. Okay, let's get some power going. Now we have lots of lead again, which is really nice. Although I don't think I need to use heavy watt wire for this, but I should probably... This one I probably could use a transformer for, which I do have actually right here. We'll do that. And then, yeah, just get the water pipes hooked up and gets the oil all inside those chambers. And then we'll obviously start sending... we'll start building a petroleum boiler probably next episode-ish. Once we get this out of the way. I might even just move this manually just to get it out. What's your personal challenge? My personal challenge is to go an entire playthrough without mixing any other liquids into the oil in the oil biome. Because it always happens where some water from somewhere overfills or ice melts or whatever. Like some scenario, I end up with water mixing in with the oil. So that's my personal ultimate challenge, is to not have that happen. What's this volcano? It's probably something that I've already seen. I know it doesn't really matter in the long run, but it matters to me. I really want to go a whole playthrough without that. Okay, let's see how our rocket platform is doing. We're going to be building a petroleum rocket here. So let's start with a... Oh, I don't think I have petroleum rockets complete, actually. I have to research that. All right, so let's do some research. Research... Petroleum rockets. Actually, it's just data banks that I need now. Data analysis. So we'll go straight to here. And I think I have the virtual planetarium. No, I don't have it. Virtual planetarium has been deleted. So let's go ahead and add that back somewhere. Right here. Easiest challenge to me. I know, I know it would be for many people, William, but for me in particular, it's something that I always mess up on. So this time I'm really trying hard now. And you know what? I'm gonna start building this as well. All this infrastructure. I think it's time. I'm gonna start building some petroleum boilers in here. Oh no, I'm gonna put my hydrogen generators in here first of all. Well, how much steel do I have? I should make some more steel. This is probably cool enough by now. Yeah, it's doing all right. It's gonna get very hot very quickly, but whatever. Okay, Cobalt Volcano. Let's go see what's going on. It looks like it's erupting right now, so I'm not gonna do too much with it just yet, but I can start digging out the surrounding area. Actually, there's a lot of gold amalgam here, and probably algae and slime and stuff that I can also deal with. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. At least they can get themselves out. And I saw it happen. What sedimentary rock? Yeah, sedimentary rock. All right. Hey, what's up, Foamy-esque? Is that how you say it? Foamy-esque? Welcome to the stream. The two most painful challenges are carnivore because it forces you to rush ranching and dupe count, and super sustainable because not having power hurts. So I don't have carnivore. I think I have super sustainable, but my personal challenge, Foamy, that is, sorry, my challenges that I always found super hard are staying focused on builds and not getting any type of liquid mixed in with the oil. Those are, see, where did this come from? Oh no, that's my bad. That's my bad. See, like that. Like, that's exactly what I mean. Just forgetting to do stuff like deconstructing the high pressure vent. My other goal, which I didn't want to reveal, and just in case I messed up, was the fact that I didn't want to get any natural gas down here, which I just did. But challenge accepted, says William. Oh, I think there's a couple people in chat that have all of the achievements. I think. No, you're right. It's definitely hard, especially if you've never attempted them. Like, I think I would probably fail on my first try for carnivore. Although I'm sort of at an unfair advantage because I have gotten tips in the chat from people who are really, really good at the game. So I think I could probably do it. I think I have a pretty good idea on how to do it. I just might fail at the execution portion of it. But like a lot of the viewers in the chat are like super good. So they've kind of given me tips and tricks on how they have done it. I think, I don't know if Stringer's ever talked about it, but I'm pretty sure Stringer has all of his achievements. I know Jim does because Jim was just talking about it previously. And if I had to guess, I would say Kevin and William also have all of their achievements as well. So they probably... Oh, Gizmo, get out of there, please. You know what, Gizmo? Put on an Atmos suit, like seriously. How do you put Gizmo into an Atmos suit? Suits assign. Yes, just please go get your Atmos suit. I'm tired of you getting stuck in here. No, Eduardo, you as well, bro. Get out of here. Put on an Atmos suit. We're not doing this. Dude, get out. Please put on an Atmos suit. I'm going to watch you and make sure you do it. Oh, sorry, I missed a whole bunch of messages. But yeah, you're right, Foamy. They are definitely hard, especially if you've never attempted them. Like I haven't attempted carnivore. Maybe on my next playthrough I would do that. There are enough plug slugs that if you ranch them, you'll get it almost in no time. Yes, I think I got it on this asteroid actually. Yeah. Chris says, I'm sort of accustomed to doing the carnivore, locavore, and super sustainable on my series and Relica worlds. Cleety Mamat. Cleety Mamat. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully I said your name right again. Is a half Rodriguez enough for 12 duplicates? It's gonna be pretty tight. I would recommend building a full Rodriguez or just bypassing it altogether and going with a Hydra. Like the Hydra is like this, like a Hydra with 4 electrolyzers can easily sustain like 20 duplicates. It's actually 32 is the number, but I'm accounting for like oxygen losses for if you're not pressurizing your base or whatever, and if you're for whatever the case, easily 20. Because each electrolyzer can do 8, I think, right? What is the number? It produces 888 grams per second. Duplicates use 100 grams per second. So yeah, they can sustain 8. 1. I mean, a half Rodriguez is a good start, but probably a full Rodriguez with 6 electrolyzers and or a Hydra is going to be your best bet, I think. I'm still missing the Frosty Planet pack and the Prehistoric Planet pack. Oh, Kevin says I do not. I'm working on the Series 1 right now. Stringer, I don't have all the achievements. I'm playing in my playthrough. I actually get a couple. I'm like, oh hey, look, I did a thing, and I actually do want to do an achievement run eventually. That's so funny, Stringer. That's exactly how I am too. I'm like, oh hey, I did this. That's cool. Actually, when I loaded Jim's Asteroid, I got an achievement right away. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, I got something from loading up Jim's. So thank you, Jim. By the way, I haven't been able to. There's one asteroid that keeps crashing, so I'm pretty sure it's due to just a mod issue. Why? Okay, Gizmo, bro, you have to put on an atmo. Okay, how do I make Gizmo put on an atmo suit? Just get an atmo suit, please. Where are you going? I think what's happening most likely is I'm assigning them the atmo suit. Like, maybe I just don't understand how to do it. Unequipped suit is right there, but then they don't even have a suit on. Please put on an atmo suit. I don't know. I don't know why he's not getting it. Just chill out then. That's it. Grinding gears. Oh, you can't even leave probably, right? Because you can't get to here. Because it's all blocked. All right. Well, I'll let you go down. You probably have to get the lubrication station. I don't have any oil up here. Sorry, I'm going to catch up with the chat in just a second. Let me just get my duplicates doing stuff because, again, they're just standing around doing a whole bunch of nothing. I'm going to try to leave these areas intact just so I don't have the zombie spores break out without me noticing it. I'd rather have me be prepared for that situation instead of just do it. Let's see. Yeah, please don't get any more stressed, Gizmo. I've achieved like the okay one just by being interested in data miners, and that is typically how I get them. If you get a Lucky Paku print or a Kidnap an Egg, that can go a long way. But if you don't, basically you need 8 dupes, full barbecue by cycle 50. And I guess one of the things that would help for that as well, I think I got this tip in the chat before, is if they eat like extra calories, right? That would probably be very helpful for that. Anyways, once Gizmo gets his grinding gears figured out, I don't think they should be a problem. I do have to get oil up here though. This is something that I probably should hook up. Let's do that. I don't know why I keep delaying it, but just hook that up like so. I don't need any oil going in here. And then they can get their lubrication right from the asteroid. Yeah, this is good. Actually, let's put the oil. Let's have the oil going this way. Now we just have to connect it up here. Which way does it go? It goes over like so. There we go. That should be good. 12 duplicants. Jim says 12 duplicants is 1,200 grams per second of O2, and half Rodriguez is going to go in and out enough that it probably won't generate. A 2 electrolyzer Hydra will definitely will. Yes, that is true. Like Hydra is so powerful. If you need a video on how to build the Hydra or why it's so much better, I have both videos on my channel. Harry says I'm almost at 3,000 hours and still missing 10 achievements. I have a lot missed as well. Oh no. Meep, how are you getting stuck? Actually, I like this new. Oh my god, Gizmo's gonna freak out again. Where are you getting stuck, Meep? Oh, it's right here. All right, well, that seems easy enough. No, why is Harold doing that? Meep, you have to do it. You're the one that's stuck. So you get over here and you fix that. You know what? Just delete this. Yeah, I can delete that now. Get all those. I kind of like how the oil biome's starting to come together. Got some coal here. Or iron ore, rather. I can probably get rid of at some point. But this is going to bother me if I don't get rid of it. Let's go ahead and do that. Chris says, once you get accustomed to doing those challenges, it's like part of the game by default, especially on series. It's super easy with Mammoths and super sustainable. Rush half Rodriguez to full. Hydra looks intimidating enough to build, but I'll look into it. Thanks. Yeah, so Hydra, okay, there's a super easy way to build the Hydra that is not featured on my video, but it basically, if you take the, like all you're trying to do, here's like the quick tips. You know what? Let me just do this. Gizmo, you're just gonna go. I don't feel like dealing with you when I'm talking to the chat. So the easiest way to build the Hydra is just to remember the don't even remember. Just build it once in sandbox mode and do a blueprint on how to set up the configuration properly for the airflow tiles, because that really matters, and where the solid tiles go. Make sure that you don't forget any of the automation, all the power wires, and all the piping like I usually do. I always forget that. And then as far as the liquids go, you just need 2 different types of liquids. That's it. And the easiest way to get your liquids in there, I've tried all the different ways. Really, what I like to do is just take a bottle filler. Just take a bottle filler and, like, for instance, with gunk here. And I like to put... Oh, goodness. What? How did you get yourself up here? Amari, bro, how? Like, what is this, Amari? There's no reason for you to do that. Oh, no. All right, fine. How about you just don't dig anything? Because obviously you guys cannot be trusted to do that. Okay. You take a bottle filler. Where is it? Like for this gunk. And let's say you have a max 100 kilograms. You just want to go and take 50 kilograms from any liquid. So I would take 50 out of 100. So I would put 50. I pick up this bottle. Or you don't have to pick up the bottle. You can put a bottle filler in here as well. Move it to this location over top of the electrolyzer, and then just have your duplicates empty it. And then that 50 kilograms will split between these 2 tiles, give you 25 kilograms, and that's usually enough to have it so the electrolyzer works nonstop. Bro, what? How? How are you guys just so bad at not getting yourselves into trouble? Like, suffocate. You know what? If you are suffocating, that's your own fault. You know what? I'm not even going to reload that. I'm tired of these duplicate. I'm tired of these duplicate. Like, what? What else could I have done there? See what I'm so far behind on the chat now. I'm trying to teach people how to play the game, and you guys are sitting here doing this to yourselves. Sorry about that. I tried to warn you about achievements. I got in my... No, it's okay. It's okay, Jim. I'm not too much of an achievement. Like, what's it called? I don't worry about it too much if the achievements unlock naturally or by loading up a save. I thought it was interesting enough that it happened, but it's totally fine. And yeah, I didn't heed the warning, and it's not a big deal, honestly. Like, it was just interesting enough to mention. Anyway, Fomi says, I'm at cycle 100 trying to cap off this CSV. Gonna put that in the background. Deliberately triggering stress reaction goes against my grain. Did you just assign and then unassign it? Looks like okay is just part of the joke achievement. No, okay is pretty cool. Okay, but let's see here. Let me just get to I'm certainly not immune to getting stuck, but I do have habits of developing for reduced duplicates getting stuck to a level far below than you do. I tweak priorities and ladders. I don't know how they got stuck there. I mean, yeah, these ones were my fault for sure. It's just it just happens. Biodupe's gonna rip Gizmo. That's Harry. When you have stuff like this happen, it usually means there's a pathing issue that you haven't spotted. I don't know. Gizmo just didn't want to get himself lubricated. He was very, very slow. There was no pathing issue here for Gizmo. It's just instead of Gizmo getting himself lubricated, which is very easy because I have a transit tube literally for halfway to that path, he just decided to go off and do his own thing, and that's his fault. That's going to be my justification for that. Dupes are like 5 years that will get into trouble unsupervised. Yes, Chris. Hey, what's up, OPN Roof? What's up? Hello, hello. Welcome to the chat. Jim says 5 years is giving them credit. Yeah, no, it's fine. Gizmo, rip Gizmo. I would normally be really sad about losing a duplicate, but I was trying to help the chat with something, and Gizmo's out here getting himself into problems. It's Gizmo's fault at that point. Okay, let's keep going here. Keep digging away. Can I build a... what does morning do? Plus 20% stress? I don't even know. Let's build a tombstone for Gizmo. A tasteful memorial. You know what? I'm even going to build it out of obsidian. Gizmo can go... oh, we can't move these, right? I haven't built one of these in ages. So, I don't know where I would want to put Gizmo's memorial. You know what? I think in the space biome would be fitting, because it's like... You know, you put your ashes in space or whatever. Oh, speaking of Pacus, I'm supposed to be working on a Pacu farm here. These are tame now, so -1 happiness. That's not really that good. Let's give them a condo. Put it right here. Oh wait, this 10 reed fiber. How much reed? I have 20 units of reed fiber. Okay, so we're not doing too bad. We could have a little bit more, but we're not doing all that bad. In fact, I should build the automation for this as well. And how are we doing with the Drecos? 8 out of 8. All right. So not bad. Overall, not too bad. This should be at a higher priority too. I want to get the taming like going very, very quickly. No, we'll take the coal. I'm sad that you can't move them. If you bury them, then destroy the memorial, they just disappear. So I have lost 3 dupes turned into ether. Or is that aether? Ether? That is kind of sad, actually. I didn't know you couldn't move them. But you can only copy settings, huh? Well, at least Gizmo is no longer stressed out. So there you go. Do you think biodupes are better? They're certainly, like, if you know how to use them properly, unlike me, I think they are definitely better. Like, there's some viewers that love bionic duplicants, and rightfully so, because they have a lot of advantages to them. But I'm just so used to playing with not... Oh, this is not what I was looking for. I'm just so used to playing with not ammo suits. The water fort is what I was looking for. Put him in the polluted water tank because he really seems to like standing in piss. I wish I could. Yeah, I could just drop him in, I guess. Do I have any germs here? No, I don't. Okay, yeah, I will do that. That's kind of funny. I like that. All right, rip Gizmo into the polluted water. There we go. Into the polluted water you go. I'll take your Master Artworks booster though. Thank you very much. Gizmo is still suffocating. This duplicate is definitely not sleeping. So chat, I think we'll go another like 20 minutes or so, and then we'll get to the segment of the other asteroids to show off. Is that cool? I think that's this is taking a dark turn, says Becca. Sorry, Becca. I didn't mean to make it feel like that. Oh no, that's sad. I guess we'll watch them all mourn and then. I don't even know if that's new because I've never seen that happen before. So they should be they should have all the water accumulate in their ammo suits and just dump it all over the place when they take the suit off. All right, let's all get your turn. Everyone good? Everyone's got their. Did they just do this on their spare time? Like, do they have nothing better to do? I think that's it. I think colony game players are used to darkness. Yeah, that's probably true, Becca. That is probably true. We are hardened by our past failures. Okay, let's keep this deconstructing this stuff. I don't need all this. Let's see how we're doing here. We got lots of natural gas popping off now. So actually, yeah, we have probably way more than enough natural. Yeah, look at all this natural gas. Perfect. That's a very good source of power in case we need a backup. William says BRB, AFK, no worries. Let's see here. And then, yeah, crying emojis in the chat for Gizmo. Okay, let's get them doing the Paku fort, the water fort. That's the one I was working on before. I keep getting distracted with the water fort. I mean, at least I made some progress on getting this far. It's honestly could have been better, but I'm not surprised it's taking me this long to get this done. Actually, I'm tempted to load up. Actually, yeah, I have the blueprint here for a Paku farm. I was gonna say tempted to get the blueprint for it, but it's right here. So this is what I used before. Let me just put this off into the void here where it can't be built, so I can see what I did. Well, I guess I can't really see what I did here. Okay, so I have a mechanical airlock. This is the stuff that I really. Oh my goodness, bro, how? Okay, that's my fault. My fault. I'll take that one. Can you build this, Bert? Igneous rock. All right, here, I'll help you out. There you go. Okay. The hardest part to remember that I really don't want to redo is all this. So I'm just going to copy that again. I think I can probably do a blueprint like that. Just put in temp for now. And then I can just put it off to the side, which will be super, super convenient. I really don't want to have to try to remember all that again. So I'm glad that blueprints exist. Probably go like this. Get that out of the way. Bane voice. Let me see if I don't know if I can do the Bane voice, but you merely adopted the darkness, but we colony players were molded and grew up in the darkness. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Bane is one of the best villains in all of them. Like, Christopher Nolan's a friggin' genius. I'm sorry if it's like a hot take or whatever, but I absolutely love that movie. I mean, obviously you can't dispute, I think, that Heath Ledger was probably the best Joker. I mean, maybe you can, sorry. Probably another hot take, but you probably can dispute the fact that Heath Ledger might have not been the best Joker, but his acting in that movie was, I think, one of the best performances of all time. So that's what I will say about that. This should be powered, I think, because I'm making enough power that it shouldn't matter to me. And you know what? I need these eggs quicker now because it seems like it seems like I'm using these critters quicker than they're replenishing. So let's get the incubators up and running. So Jim says Mark Hamill is the best Joker. Like I said, it probably was not a. Oh, did I build this wrong? That's okay. I can. That's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I can fix that. That's just deconstruct. Most of the stuff is correct. It's just I wanted it in line. I didn't want it in line with this. That was my bad. So yeah, like I did kind of cut myself there. I corrected myself. Heath Ledger may not have been the best Joker, but I think his acting was, I think, one of the best in cinema. That was an absolutely amazing performance, and I am very, very sad that he is no longer with us to do any more roles like that. I also really like 10 Things I Hate About You. Like, Heath Ledger would have honestly been one of my favorite actors if he didn't unfortunately pass away. Jim says, if you think this is dark, wait till in Dwarf and DF carrying around her baby zombie for the rest of her life. I don't understand that reference, but I'm sure I'm sure it's it's I haven't played that game yet. I'm sure it is very, very brutal. I have some advice for getting stuck in some clarification on achievement that you are misreading, that you skipped over. If you want to go, oh, okay, I did think I might have missed it or skimmed over it too quickly. Let me see here. Skip records on explanations tonight. I think he's trying to suppress the witness in his murderous ways. What else? There's another. Okay. The okay but pretty cool achievement is okay but 0K. So as in 0 Kelvin. It's looking like okay is just the joke being made. Oh, that's a word salad for me. I think I need more caffeine to understand what's the okay is but pretty cool achievement is not okay. Okay, as in 0 Kelvin. Is that the one? Like, I don't think I have enough caffeine to understand. I don't know why I'm so bad at getting these references. Don't get me started on RimWorld. He live acted for Joker-like character in the Flash TV show, I think. He was the voice of the Joker in the OG Batman cartoons. Oh, that's Mark Hamill. Okay. He also voiced the animated version of the Trickster. It's not okay. Oh, all right. Okay, I think I think I got it. It's not okay. Okay. It's like the it's just so funny because it's like everything else in this game, the developers have like a sense of humor that I have to like think about. It requires all of my brain capacity. When the dwarves in DF are born, they carry on one of their parents for the first year of their lives. If they die and they get turned into zombies, they never age. That parent will keep. The achievement is not 0K, but pretty cool. Written okay. Looks like okay. Oh. It's looking like okay is part of the joke. Oh my God. This game is just wild. Like it's honestly like the best. Clay is the best devs. Zero. 0K as in I think I just keep reading what you write, and that's why. Oh no, I clicked the wrong thing. I don't even remember what I was working on now. Oh, I was doing this. Oh, that's just so funny. Okay, so what am I supposed to be doing here with this? Actually, I can just use a blueprint here for this as well. Let's do the Paku farm in here. I'm just gonna get this load, put it in there, and then we'll just delete a bunch of this stuff. Because a lot of this obviously probably doesn't matter. Yeah, I my brain is just not registering that it's different. Like honestly, like it's just the best game ever. Not only is it amazing gameplay, but even the achievements are hilarious. Okay, I'm fine with these juicy blueprint backgrounds. All right, so whatever this has become, it's probably fine. So I think what I'm gonna do, I wish DF had achievements. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start the segment for the other asteroids. So we'll kind of end it here. Let's just kind of see what I did this I mean, I feel like I didn't get as far as I did last episode. I did complete all this, which is nice. I guess I did get the oil biome sort of busted out, and we discovered a couple more vents and geysers. We tamed the gold volcano. So a couple minor things. Probably not as far as I wanted to go, but I had a lot of fun chatting with the chat. So it happens sometimes. Not always going to be the farthest stream. But anyways, next episode, I'll be back for if playing the game on Sunday. I might do a sort of an impromptu stream tomorrow. Maybe I maybe play Civ. I don't know if anyone would be interested in that, but I've been really feeling the Civ H lately, and I think it'd be hilarious to see if I can survive a deity after getting back into the game like 1 or 2 hours this week and getting demolished by barbarians. Joe John, Civ 6. Civ 6. So I think that'd be interesting. Yeah, I kind of want to play it. I like I said at the beginning of the stream or earlier, I played it for about an hour or two this week, and I restarted really quickly because I got demolished by barbarians, and then I started wars with city states that was not prepared for. So I really think that as I'm starting to remember the features and how the game works, I could go a little bit farther. So I might do a stream if I play it tomorrow, but I also got to do a video tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know if that too much interest in that, but I might stream it just for fun, and if we'll see. I'm not promising anything, but it might happen. It might be just an impromptu stream that I don't schedule or anything. I will be back on Sunday playing Ani, so we'll continue this asteroid. We'll get the Paku farm finished up. I really need that finished. We'll get some more space stuff going. So we already have oil. As soon as I get this removed, which I might expedite by maybe putting in a second pump or something, we're going to do a petroleum boiler. So a lot of really cool things happening very soon. And it'll really increase our progress to... Yeah, I said 600 cycles for the petroleum boiler. Not happening just because of this water still in the way. But yeah, really cool things happening pretty shortly on this playthrough. So I will be back Sunday to play. And I may do a stream tomorrow with Civs. Who knows? But for now, this is the end of the gameplay segment. We're going to move to the segment where we check out the asteroids that people have sent me. So if you would like to leave, if you're done watching, then that's totally fine. See you next time. If you'd like to stick around, that's awesome, because we can check out these asteroids together. So anyone who's going, have yourselves a great night. And if you're staying, I'll say bye to the chat like I usually do at the end of the stream. All right, so let's get to... I don't think I'm an AI thing is here tonight, so I'm going to do their playthrough last, just in case they do show up and they want to... Harley says, falling asleep, have a good night. See you, Harley. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. See you later. So yeah, I don't think I'm an AI thing is here. So I want to do theirs last, just in case they show up during the stream. But if you're watching the VOD, I'm an AI thing, yours will be at the end. So let's go ahead and do the string bean. So this is Stringer's Asteroid, who sent me their asteroid on December 13th and now January 23rd. So like a month and a half later, basically. Let's take a look at Stringer. Now, Stringer sent me an email, which I guess I'm going to load up here. Just highlighting some of the things that I think... Well, both of you sent me an email, all three of you. But just the things that you guys wanted to highlight. Am I even logged in here? Okay, yes, I am. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, yeah, so the focus... Oh, sorry, that was Jim's. I'm just going to skim this in my head. I'm going to try not to... Okay, so cool. We're going to show off two asteroids. Hey, William. We're moving to the segment now where we're checking out people's asteroids. This is a lot of the mod differences. So I'm just gonna load it up and hope that it doesn't crash. If it crashes, so be it. I think this is yeah, it should be fine. We'll see. We will see. Let me just move this stuff here. Okay, so this is Stringer's Asteroid that, by the way, this asteroid, go check out Stringer 207. for their YouTube playthrough. They have a really cool. They do the playthrough on live. No, sorry, on VODs, and you can watch them build this live. So that's pretty cool. Very good videos. Go check them out if you would like to see Ani content in long form. So this is the asteroid, and it is very cool. I really like this asteroid. I like the I like the storage systems, obviously, because it's reminiscent of how I like to do mine. I especially like the oil, just how it's done from the upper portion of it. That's pretty cool. It's a intuitive way of doing that. That's what I did on my Super Duper Dreamland. Petroleum boiler using the tepidizer and aqua tuners. That's pretty cool. That's something that I eventually want to do as well. I haven't done it in this configuration with tepidizers and aqua tuners, but I think this is using iridium. Yeah, iridium thermal aqua tuners, which I still have to get. One thing that I really like about your asteroid stringer, and this is kind of what I'm going for as well, is to try to get rid of all my oil biome and have it. That's why I was making mine. I'm making insulated liquid tiles across the top. I want to sort of replicate what you did here. I really like that. Yes, your meteor defense is really good. Automation turn off and on doors, blasters, and sweepers. Yeah, so the meteor defense, they're playing on. They destroyed the Demolier stringer. They destroyed the Demolier already. It's in the space here. And yeah, meteor defense, it's very clean. Like, I love how clean this upper area. See, this is something that I would love to do. It's just meteor defense is I'm just so like newbie at it that I prefer to do, like, this is what I kept with. That's really cute. This is what I keep saying. I prefer to do things like the way that I've always done them, and I struggle to like move beyond that. So I might do meteor defense. I might do like a half and half meteor defense and RoboMiner on my asteroid, but this is really cool. These things cover like everything. I like that. Sorry, Afghanistan. Hey, what's going on? How's it going? How's the run going so far? I was Treeman Terry. Hey, Treeman Terry, what's up? I haven't seen your stream in a while, but glad I could catch you streaming. Yeah, it's going really good. We're moving to a new segment. Like, I'm done streaming. I'm done playing my version of the game for today, and we're sort of at the end of the stream where we're checking out viewer submitted asteroids. So you did not miss William. You did not miss Jim's. This is Stringer. So Stringer is showing off their asteroid right now. We're doing Stringer first, then Jim, and then I'm on AI thing. So check out the automation overlay. This is I assume you're talking about the meteor defense. So let's see here. Let's start at the meteor. Yeah. So how are you doing, Treeman Terry? Nice to see you again. I'm glad that you could be here, and I appreciate you coming to say hi. So let's see. You got your red signal transforming into a green. You got your bunker door. That's pretty. What's that? Oh, so you got an interplanetary launcher. All right, that's awesome. I like that. That is really cool. I might steal that idea, actually, where you just have, instead of having a bunch of doors that you don't like, you basically, it's just a waste of steel in a way. Instead, you just have one door for a meteor launcher. These are the kind of things I love. I love like these ideas, steal from other people. That I would just build bunker doors all the way across. That was me. But the meteor defense definitely makes that a lot more viable. Okay, so the automation here, this is for, what is this for? This is a sweepy dock, and I guess a sweepy dock just brings in all the materials that might fall from meteors. Takes it into here. You have a bunch of, blast shots. And then this transforms it, this probably sends it down. I haven't played Ani in a while, but I still enjoy watching your content. Well, thank you so much, Humanitary. That's so awesome to hear. I hope that you get back into Ani at some point, and you well, whatever you're doing in your time now, I hope that you're enjoying yourself. But if you ever come back to Ani and you feel like coming to hang out, I'll always be here. So thank you so much for stopping in and saying hello. Really appreciate it. Stringer, what part of the automation? Sorry, I got a little bit distracted there. What part of the automation would you like me to focus on? That's not even the automation, that's shipping. It was for it was for the blast shots, right? There's a conveyor rail bringing blast shots up and raking, and a rail taking debris down into a chiller and then into the base. All right, let's check that out. So, yeah, the blast shots, they're coming from. I guess they're coming from there. And this is the rail taking everything down, which I assume is coming. Yeah, it's coming from the auto sweeper and the sweepy dock. And this is taking it down into. Where's the chiller? Let's find a chiller here. I assume this is the chiller here. That's probably the chiller. Yes, I would assume. So it takes it down here at below 60 degrees. And the chiller is being cooled by none other than supercoolant. Supercoolant is -30. Oh, and it's doing everything. Holy smokes. Yeah, supercoolant is just so powerful. It's crazy. This is the part that I always found really annoying on my last playthrough is keeping everything cool in this area. So it looks like you build everything, well, mostly everything in space, which probably makes your rocketry way more viable than mine did. So there's a lot that I can definitely learn from your rocketry that I'll have to check out and sort of go over on my own time and see how you did everything. See where you're feeding. Oh, these are petroleum, right? So you're feeding petroleum here. I know you're making liquid oxygen here and liquid hydrogen, liquid oxygen. Are you using those for anything, or is that just, oh yeah, right here. So yeah, this is okay. So this is kind of like similar to what I did actually. So I guess I was sort of on point in what I was trying to do. It just didn't always work out the way I intended it. So what I did on mine is I had a valve meter just like you did, but I would always send in more liquid oxygen and hydrogen than I wanted to. So instead of looping it around, which is obviously the smart thing to do like you did, like obviously that works perfectly well, I just had it off-gassing off. Like I just had basically a blow-off vent at the end of the run. So anything that did not go into rockets just ended up evaporating, which to me was fine because I had more than enough hydrogen and oxygen to deal with anyways. Let me just catch up here. Just the meteor defense, automation on off, all of it. Let's see. I use Conveyor mod for my meteor recovery. Oh, I think we're getting a meteor shower. That's not on this one though. It's on a different planet. Wide doors when you have blast shot. Will they miss? Well, would they miss? Do these not have a 100% ratio? Maybe he turns off. Maybe he turns blasters off for materials he wants to salvage more of. Did you know that 2 small oxidizer tanks have as much storage as 1 large, but take 1 less height? Asked Jim. I think that's one of the tips that I completely forgot about that one. But I remember you guys telling me about that when I was building rockets. So yeah, I think what Jim is talking about is these oxidizers here. Right, I just gotta be right back. Stringer says doors are just fun, plus dupes can walk across them. They keep open for rocket silos. I really like your door setup, Stringer. Like, I'm actually going to redesign my base based on how yours look. I'm still going to do doors for the foreseeable future, but then I'll do a redesign at some point. But I like the silos a lot. Silos are fun. They're cool. What else did I want to show? Oh, this is what in particular what I really liked is how the rocket exhaust, which I didn't think of in the last playthrough, but the rocket exhaust just heats up the steam industrial brick. I like that. Oh, here's the nuclear reactor. I think you mentioned this in your email to turn on the auto sweeper here. Is it power? Yeah, it's power. Oh, and I think there's a Saturn critter farm that somebody was talking to me about as well in chat. Where's the Saturn? Maybe that's Jim's asteroid? I can't remember now who did that one. Or maybe you both did it. Who knows? I remember seeing it somewhere. It must have, maybe it was Jim's asteroid that I saw it on. But yeah, that was making an insane amount of hydrogen. Yeah, it must have been Jim's asteroid. Stringer says, and I also think small oxidizer holds 450 and large holds 900. Small is 3 tiles big and 5 large. At least when I was checking, I like the liquid oxidizer being really short too. Fossil generator. Yes, the fossil generator. That is... Well, let's take a look at the reactor. This is something that I want to build as well at some point in my current playthrough. How hot is this? Okay, so let's see here. We got the liquid water going in here, creating steam. Yeah, this is a very cool, very, very cool. So I think that's that might have been the last episode that I've seen is when you were still in. I can't remember now. I haven't watched YouTube for like a week and a half or something. So I'm really far behind. I gotta catch up on a lot. I have Saturns, but I accidentally lost my betas while fixing it. What is the percent full LED display for? The reactor's turned up to 11. Oh yeah, there's another asteroid that was fully. I think it was fully. I have to see which asteroid you wanted me to go to. It was. Oh, it was this one. While that reactor is going, let's check out the... Oh, this is the Saptree asteroid. Nice. With a couple dupes here. Tungsten volcano. We got some more tungsten. I like these little compact little bases. They're cool. Solar panels. I guess... Oh, yeah, this is the one with no meteor showers, right? You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. The reactor is a coolant restricted one. It makes nuclear waste be like 1200 degrees Celsius, and I don't even have to set the max yet. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I guess no one else has seen this Spinal Tap. Pixel pack set shows a percentage of power usage. I just saw there it is. That is really cool. I like that. That is really cool. I like that idea. There you go. William asks, you can't print a beta. I thought a new printer can do that. Maybe I'm remembering wrongly. It can, but it doesn't have my playthrough. Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot how recent that is, the Printerceptor. You have to freeze the shit out of the Printerceptor room or it will insta-die. Oh, these guys are mad as hell. I haven't seen any Poke Shells in my playthrough yet. I don't think they even exist. Or maybe they do. There's all these little pips having a good time. I need to build a farm as well. Arbor tree farm. Continue making dirt. Oh, the communal tables. I can't wait to start using those too. The litter farm. That's right. Let's see here. We got, I forgot what these do. These things, they eat the little flying critters and they produce amber. This looks really cool, like a lot of work. That's an amber generation from the nits, and then it feeds into a room to make fossils and plastic. So there's 2 of them. And then the fossil, let's go see the fossil room. Which way does it go? This is the blast. Oh, this is the bleach stone. Comes out. Oh, that's the lyra seeds. Yeah, that looks really cool. I love that. And here's the Rex farm with little dartles. This is a lot of work went into this asteroid. This is really cool. Here, Shovel Starvation Ranch, I think. How many shovel eggs do you have? Seems like it looks like a lot more than 10, but I guess it's only 10. Iron Volcano. This is the Blum Lum. Bottom left from the Rex Dartle Ranch. Oh, here's some more lums. They're cool. The lums. What's going in here? This is picking up what? Oh, that's the amber. Amber to plastic. Take a look at going on here. So you're pumping that cooled by supercoolant. And then you have fossil coming out. I like the rocket row of batteries. Did you just delete the rocket platform? Ask Jims. Yeah, this is really cool. The rocket row batteries are cool. They are. How much do these store again? These store 100 kilojoules. That's a lot. I love these. The rustic manual generator. It's so cool. And then the glossy Dreco farm. What I really like about this asteroid is how you're utilizing like all sorts of different like techniques to produce, like you're using the lums, the regular lums, the Lara plants, like stuff that I usually just pass by. This is very, very cool. Amber heats up in the metal tiles, melts into resin, and fossil sits on top. The resin pumps. Let me hover over this while I read. The resin pumps in to make plastic. A sweeper grabs the fossils and ships it away. Temperizer keeps the room and tiles at 120 degrees. They store 5 times the smart battery and in 2 times the space. That's for the batteries. Yeah, this is very, 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 very cool. Very clean asteroid. Like I said, this here, I think that looks so cool. And you have everything vacuumed out. I don't know why, but I find that to be so satisfying. I like how your sour gas just has some zombie spores, but only the sour gas. I guess it doesn't transfer between gases, or I don't know. Oh, here's the data miners. That's another thing that I wanted to see. I also the geothermals are really cool. I love the geothermal that you got set up here. You've used up all your you used up all your magma. That's kind of funny. I wish there was another way to get like infinite magma from the magma biome. I know obviously you can get it from volcanoes, but just in this area, there should be like a sort of like an oil well, but or that you don't have to tame. Just keeps coming out. It's kind of it would be kind of like, well, I guess I don't know. I guess this fits into the lore of the game. Have a limited supply. But yeah, I do love geothermal. These are very cool. I mean, it's so easy to make too for so much power. And I'm sure I was gonna say I'm sure that you're tuning that. Yeah, you're tuning it for sure. I just figured that out. 'Cause I'm not very good at the bionic duplicates portion of the game, so I literally just figured out the tuning like 2 streams ago, and by complete accident. If you do it right, you can superheat regolith to make infinite magma. Hmm. 1400 degrees. Yeah, I guess that would be pretty infinite, wouldn't it? It just keeps coming from meteor showers. I use far few heat sinks for a max power plant room of turbines, says Kevin. I think I have at least 3 heat injection points. Yeah, I like to overdo mine as well, to be honest. I think it looks cool. Sometimes I like to go for the cool factor then. I know it's a lot of steel, and it can be kind of controversial to use this much, but when you have a beautiful base like this, I think you're justified to do all this. It looks very cool. I built mine because I think it looks cool. Yeah, I 100% agree with that, Stringer. It does look really cool. This is exactly how I would have built mine. Like, pretty much right on the dot. I mean, I probably wouldn't have this much steel available when I would build mine, so I'd probably have 2 spaces in between. But if I had enough steel, I would just build it just like this. It looks really good. Plus, even in my video, I know this is overkill, but I like it. Exactly. And that's what I mean. This game is just, you can play any way you want and basically get to the same result. Yeah, spicy xylophone. Oh, I like this. This is cool. I like that. But then I get an arrow in the knee and use an Escher waterfall for the lava. That's an old meme. Holy smokes. When did that game come out? I can't even remember. Oh, let's see. Oh, this is the hot polluted oxygen. Right. Some deodorizers. Okay, so let's just take a quick look at the other asteroids here. Okay, this one is Ugato. Got some more natural gas power production, cobalt volcano. Got a little spam going here, some cooling. (2001-ish). Oh, that's the polluted oxygen. I love those. I like this. I like the tiny hydra. I think I just called it a spam, but yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of them, but it's something that I hate using deodorant. I don't know why. I just don't like. It's just a personal thing. But again, that's what makes the game so interesting. Is there's so many different ways and ideas for how you can use different things. Oh, someone's unable to breathe. We'll just let them continue on their way. This is the one that I have yet to conquer. I think, yeah, I don't think I even got here on my last playthrough. Maybe we'll do it on this one. Oh, this is the Moo-Moos. Yeah, love those guys. Can't wait to get to that. Look at all that meat. Just waiting to be eaten up. Oh, and this is the water one. I like this one as well. I like all the other asteroids. They're pretty cool. This one was my least favorite. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is I really like the power transformer location, or yeah, the transformer locations. That is super elegant. I love that. Yeah, the little sad rover. Which one was that? This one. He did his best. He did better than Gizmo though. Gizmo died in polluted water. This guy was probably building and hauling ass and lava. Yeah, that's usually what my go-to is. It's just using the polluted water, the cool slush geyser. I either use that for deodorizers for polluted or for clay, or for puffs if I need algae. Slime then to algae. But yeah, usually, I mean, I don't want to say I end up with more than enough ceramic. I often run out of ceramic in my playthroughs, to be honest, but I'm usually content with using igneous rock most of the time. Stringer, is there anything else that I mean, this is a really cool. I mean, I really like this. I'm definitely feeling this idea. I do want to try and tackle the lava place eventually. Is there anything else that you want to highlight before I move on to Jim's Asteroid? Jim's Asteroid, I think it's the one that crashes for me because of probably some sort of mod situation. So I might not be able to run it, but I can definitely load it up. If running it is required, Jim, I can certainly try to troubleshoot really, really quick. I just want to highlight the reactor and a niche way to make fossil. Okay, cool. Yeah, so the reactor is, I think we took a look at that earlier. Yeah, I really like how big, like there's so much work that went into this. It's very, very cool. Oh, and another thing that I wanted to show off that you had here is the, just before I saw this when I was looking over it. Oh, I do like the statue. But where's your you know what? I think I'm just confusing it with Jim's Asteroid. Yeah, I was probably confusing it with Jim's Asteroid. Cool. Yeah. It's really, so once again, guys, just a huge shout out to Stringer 207. Check out the playthrough on their channel if you would like to see how this was built. So those of you who are watching the VOD or just in a live chat, once again, just plugging in Stringer, go check them out. Okay, so let's move on to Jim's Asteroid here. So I think that's Space Rock. Let's see how this goes. Is my webcam lagging? Hope not. This one takes a while to load, I think. So we're just going to give it a second. Actually, I'll be right back. I'm just going to step away. Oh, and you said, oh, on your diamond press. I'll go back to it. I'll go back to it, Stringer. Excuse me. Starting to get a little bit sleepy. It's only 12. I thought I wouldn't start yawning until at least 1. It happens sometimes, Jim. Yeah, I got a couple of mods that I'm not using that you are. I think that's probably contributing. So I can't start it without it crashing. But I can definitely look over everything. Like I don't have to start it to it actually probably I can move around a lot quicker. So 7 minutes is it 7? Let's see. Jim says it's probably the fast save mod I mentioned earlier. Oh, okay. But it does have warnings to try and load states. I gotcha. Stringer says, "Now you don't have to. I'm just infinite storage nuclear waste from the reactor and the pool increases. Makes some more rad bolts." Okay, no problem. All right, so Oh, this is what I wanted to. I thought this was really cool. Jim talked about it on stream before, but it's the maximum hazard radiation from the shine bugs. I love that. Pretty cool. And I guess these were at some point bristle blossoms. Let me just take a look at your email here, Jim, and see if there's anything in particular. Oh yeah, you have it. You had it centered on the aloe vera farm. Right, right, right. Excuse me. Yeah, the shine bug. That's kind of what I was going for in my playthrough. I just haven't had enough time to, or I haven't had the attention span to make more of them yet. Is probably the correct way to phrase that. I like the batteries. I just love the battery stack. The aloe vera farm. It was just highlighted. I really don't want to reload for it. I'll find it. I'll find it. But yeah, I guess this while I'm looking for the aloe vera, it's just a really cool way to um kind of take a quick glance at Jim's asteroid here. Where was it? I'll find it eventually. But anyways, some of the other things that are kind of cool. This is the petroleum boiler that Jim was working on. Jim says it's my first Shinebug reactor. I used the old design. I was planting crops there, GMAO, and you just passed the. Oh, I just passed the farm. Right, right, right. There's some more Shinebugs. That's cool. I don't know why I can't. Where is this farm? Oh, it's right here. No, that's not it. That's something else. Top right. Okay, top right. Okay, I'm way off. Way off. It's right there. Okay. Oh, right here. There it is. There it is. It's. I know it was massive. It was massive. I don't know why I couldn't find it. Okay, this is the aloe vera farm. So aloe vera is something that I haven't quite stopped moving. It's below and to the left of the statue. You missed the key direction. It it doesn't help that that the chat is like 5 seconds behind. So as I'm like zooming around all over the place. All right, so here's the aloe vera farm. It's being fed from the CO2 geyser. Where's the geyser at? It's all the way down here. All right, cool. Yeah, this thing is super cold. I just did an example of how to take advantage of the geyser. Gotcha. Little space. I like the little space heater in here as well. So you're kind of just turning the liquid into gas, and then you're able to pump it out. And then the aloe vera, what is I forgot what that produces. I haven't. Oh, it's oxalate. Right, right, right. Okay, gotcha. And does this require? Yes, it does require fertilization. Nice. Where are you getting your ice from? Your ice is this is dirt, phosphorite. Kevin says, I just made a pit for an ice maker and smart storage to control flow of water into the freeze. Cold room with nectar successfully, and then went to super coolant for efficiency. Got it. Let me just take a look at your email once again, Jim, and so I can see. You just did it quick and dirty. I moved all the ice and had collect. Oh, okay, I got you. So let me just take a look at your email and then all the things that you wanted to highlight. I didn't incorporate the ice maker, but I would normally, says Jim. So, oh yeah, Jim was asking about. I wish I could have the right mod to run it, but they were wondering if the petroleum boiler would ever work. Um, It's hard to say without running it. But what was the issue that you were running into since we have this loaded up, Jim? You have your magma area here, which seems. So we have your which seems like it would work relatively fine. You have it heating up here. You'd obviously need some oil in here at first, which you do have. It's just sending a red signal. This is set at 405. You're using tungsten. I almost wonder. Hmm. Every time the magma drops, it instantly condenses to rock. That's interesting. Maybe you're not dropping enough magma and it's not heating up the diamond plates. It's vacuumed out. I I think the issue might be that are you just dripping the magma in? It might not be dropping enough magma. I think I just don't have enough magma in the thing. That's kind of what my uh-oh. That's kind of what my assumption was just looking at this because there's not a lot of magma here for it to fall. So I'm wondering if this is just overwhelming amounts of cooling for that small amount of magma. And then plus this igneous rock here probably contributes to the cooling it down somewhat since it's not a full vacuum. It's probably exchanging heat with that as well as the window. I don't know if that makes sense. But I was not going to wait another 500 cycles for the magma to build up. I mean, sure, that's a valid point as well. I mean, what I would probably do if I could run it is just remove this tile. I think removing this tile would allow more magma to flow and maybe possibly get better performance. The rock form with the magma drop, but it's a full vacuum. Yeah, I would just think it's not enough magma. Like I remember when I did my boiler that was similar to this, like almost too much magma dropped, which ended up being sort of a good thing because I would get 3 layers of magma here and sometimes even more. Sometimes it would slightly overfill, and I think that gave me more than enough heating for all these window tiles. And then you have this at 450. Yeah, I don't see a reason why this wouldn't work except for dropping more magma. I would probably go into sandbox mode, delete this tile, put it like just fill this room with magma and see what happens. That would be probably my best guess. I like the excuse me. Yeah, starting to get starting to feel it. I like the industrial brick here. That looks cool. With a cobalt volcano. There's my cobalt volcano that I'm aiming for. This is what I wanted to mention too. Like these look so cool, these mush stripes, because they kind of look like wires going up and down. I like that. That looks really, really cool. Yeah. Oh, there's an iron volcano way over here. Did I see that yet? I don't think I did. I'll have to go and try to get that at some point because I know I'm going to need iron for sure. Oh, the nuclear, yeah, the research reactor. Okay, this is a work in progress. Let's see what's going on here. I usually do a strip of one for my stairs. Yeah, it looks really cool. I like that. See, I wonder if I can load up the other colonies. Oh, holy smokes, there's a whole other colony here. That's cool. With you got your meteor defense system. A bunch of ethanol. Oh, nice. You're making high oxygen with the oxyferns. Is there any other source of oxygen here? Are these wild or domestic? Oh, they're probably domesticated, right? Yeah, they use water. And I like the strips again, different color strips for the different asteroid. Got some cooling here. Feeling sleepy, losing too much blood. All went to the stomach after lunch. I understand, William. I'm a little bit sleepy too, but I'm gonna do one more asteroid after this. So if you'd like to head out, that's all right. Have yourself a great night. We'll do one more asteroid. I'm making too much O2 with this. Yeah, these things don't have a cap. They just keep going. Let's look at the pressure. How do I do that? Oh, just overlay. 11 kilograms, 10 kilograms. I guess let's look at the oxygen. The dupes have popped eardrums for 1,000 cycles. 5 kilograms everywhere. Holy smokes. Yeah, I guess that's one thing with the oxyferns is that you can't really control. I mean, you'd have to limit the carbon dioxide intake, or maybe the water intake, in order to limit how much pressure they're making. But yeah, they're super OP if you domesticate them. Super, super OP. Diggy, 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 diggy telescope. I like that. I like that. I'm happy with my rocket interior. Let's go check them out. I mean, obviously they're way... I can already tell that they're way more sophisticated than the ones I came up with. So you got all your storage tiles. Take a look at the decor. Looking pretty good. Lots of decor where it's available. The ladder beds. A Draco pump. I like that. That's cool. Pip pump. Party phone line. Where does that go? Let's see shipping, automation, cooling with the water, or not cooling, storage. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just starting to get super duper sleepy. There's an infinite storage for O2. Oh, it's in here, isn't it? Oh, nice. That's good. We need to look at this rocket next time we see Ethan's as an efficient bomb to our souls. Well, the rocket interiors are coming up soon on my on my latest playthrough. Got the oxyfern buffed at the same time because I had in my mind that they were really bad. The oxyferns are really, really good if they're domesticated. They just require water and dirt. "31 grams per second." So you basically need, well, you need 4, I guess, to support 1, and then you have a little bit left over. But they just keep making oxygen as long as they have carbon dioxide and resources. It's kind of like they don't overpressure. So as long as you have a surplus of oxygen from these guys, they just keep going. Now, as if I remember correctly, the duplicants don't make as much carbon dioxide as they breathe, or am I remembering that wrong? It's been a long time since I used oxyferns, so forgive me if I guess I can't check because the game's not running, but I thought that was a thing. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I played on a Verdante asteroid. You're getting infinite dirt and water from the pips and geysers. Here's the lava one. Oh, that's quite a lot, substantial amount of progress on the lava asteroid, actually. They need like 4 dupes worth of CO2, says Jim. Oxyferns are a perfect dupe ratio. Oh, okay, okay. They're a perfect dupe ratio. Got it. Oh, nice. Got another pretty substantial base here. Oh, I like this. Oh no! I just unpaused the. It didn't crash though. I thought for sure I was gonna crash that as I was looking at this. You have all these shine. I was just trying to take a look at the shine bugs. Let's see. I stole all the niobium and left. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the niobium geyser. Miners have different interior. Oh yeah, let's check out. Sorry, yeah, let's check out the more. Oh, cool. The rocket. I like that. I don't have that one. That one's sick. And the party line. Yeah, that's a probably a really good morale booster. Since your duplicates can use it long distance, I think, right? I wish I could launch a rocket and that'd be kind of cool. Maybe I will use them in the next run. Never did have proper pip farm, I think. Rocket inside a rocket. Yeah. I like that. Oh, the rest are yeah, I guess the rest are the why change what works, right? They look good. They look good. They look good. They get +4 more. Yeah, this is a super good one. +4. That's something that I need to remember to incorporate. I always forget to use these. Hey, thanks for the 11, Ms. Bell, or the raid on Twitch with 11. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who's joining. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for the raid, Ms. Bell. I'm just about to head out. Yeah, I'm just at the end of my stream as well. So I'm about to head out. I'm super sleepy. So we're just doing a segment where I'm showing off viewer asteroids that they've sent in. I really appreciate the raid. Yeah, it's late where I am. It's past midnight, past my bedtime. But this is one of my viewers' asteroids. It does look very cool. We just looked at another cool one. This is Jim from YouTube. I can't start it because my game would crash. Yeah, they cleared out everything. Pretty much got everything going on here. Petroleum boiler in the works. We're taking a look at the rocket interiors, aloe vera farm, nuclear reactor. Yeah, the cycle is really impressive, to be honest. I mean, when I did the Super Duper Dreamland playthrough, I didn't get nowhere near this. And I was at cycle like 1800. So that is probably the most impressive thing about an asteroid like this. Like an insane amount of progress. But thank you again for the raid. Really appreciate it. And for the viewers who are joining, I play Oni a couple times a week. So if you'd like to see more Oxygen Not Included, feel free to follow and check out my YouTube. Ethan plays on YouTube, Oni tutorials. You're only on cycle 137. That's not too bad though. That's a pretty good number if you've gotten that far without your colony dying. Hey Jim, is there anything that you wanted to add with your asteroid before we move on to Aman AI's asteroid? Now, Aman AI is not here tonight, so I'm going to sort of just go over their email, and then we'll kind of dive into what they wanted to, some of the stuff they wanted to ask. Jim says, my first run, I got to cycle 25. Yeah, it's a hard game. It's definitely a really hard game to get into. Jim William says after 1782, I think my asteroid will end up looking at like a replicator from Stargate. Jim says no, you're good to move on. Thank you, and thank you, Jim, for submitting it as well. Um, it's really cool to see what you did different than. I mean, yours is completely different than mine, which is but some of the builds that you used um like for instance, what were the carbon dioxide geysers and all that. I'll probably have to implement that in my playthroughs just to see if I can make use of them instead of just blocking them off like I normally would do. Actually, what I was planning to do with my carbon dioxide geyser is feeding it into sleet wheat to see if that would work, but not something that I've tested before. So I was just going to see how that would end up. All right, so next asteroid the final asteroid that we're moving on to is I'm an AI thing. And I'm an AI thing. I wanted to know which direction they should go with their asteroid. So this is let's see, let me pull up their email here. What should I do next and any tips? So Jim says I'm feeding it to the top one to the slicksters and warming it up for the dirty brick. With regards to the carbon dioxide geysers. Okay, so this is I'm an AI Things asteroid, and they would like some tips on what to do next. So I did make some notes, and look at that, my notepad. So let me just bring up my notes here. Excuse me. Okay. Show my seed for this. Show my seed for this one. Yeah, I can show yours again. I think I still have yours, William. With that name, is that an all bionic dupe playthrough? No, it is not an all bionic dupe as far as I can tell. Yeah, they got some regular duplicates all over the place. So they would like to know what tips and they would like where they should go next. And here's some of the notes that I wrote down. Sorry, I mean show me the seed for this. Oh, got it. Got it. I'll paste it in chat for you guys. There's the seed. That should have went out to Twitch and YouTube. Okay, so some of the things that I wrote down. I mean, this is a very good asteroid for someone who's at cycle 476. I mean, they have a lot of food, which is really, really good. Barbecue, which is giving them a lot of morale bonus, and fried mushroom. They already have beds. I mean, they don't have private bedrooms, but they do have luxury barracks. So one thing that you could do, I'm an AI thing, is just separate these into rooms and make it slightly... It would take up more space, obviously, but you would get one more morale out of it if you just separated the rooms. It's not a big deal. Just a tip, because it's there, and you have the plastic for it anyways. See, oh, you have a little spam going on here, which is really nice, and you're using the hydrogen in your hydrogen generators, and then you're producing oxygen, which is really good. The rock is huge. Let's see what other tip. So as going into the tips, that's right. So you have a lot of barbecue at 442,000 barbecue units of barbecue. So what I would do next, honestly, is I would want to preserve all that food so you're not wasting it, because it's inevitably going to go bad, especially you're making so much variations. So maybe what you want to do next, or what you wanted to try to focus on, is deep freezing that food. So right now you have all your food stored in here by the looks of it. I think this is where all of it's stored anyways. And while it's really good that you have it in carbon dioxide, but if you take a look at your fried mushroom here, you can see that it's refrigerated, but some of it is still going stale, and it's about to become... so you have a sterile environment, but it's still losing 3% per cycle. So what I think would be a really cool thing to try as a way to just get a little bit more improvement out of all the effort that you're putting into your food production is just to deep freeze everything, which is, I think, minus 22 degrees or thereabouts. You might be able to look that up really, really quickly. I have a video on deep freezing with the ATN, so if you want to check that out, it kind of goes over. But basically what you want to do is just create a Like you can put all that stuff on like one block that's super duper cold with hydrogen running through it, and also a sterile environment, and then your food will never ever. Your oh, it's -18, says Jim. Gotcha. So your food will never ever go bad if you deep freeze it, and like Jim pointed out, you don't have to spend all the power that you are currently on these fridges. So even though your power production seems to be, like pretty okay, you definitely don't have to have all these fridges in place. So that's something that I would do, is just to implement a deep freezing method somewhere, and you can check out my video for that. I don't know if you have an ATN here at a glance. It's probably somewhere here if I had to guess, but I'm not seeing it at the moment. It could be buried, but anyways, for sure you have some. Is it here? For sure you have it somewhere. I'm almost certain you would. He's got a lot of -40 in the ice biome. Yes, he does. So you can use an ice biome as well if you don't want to make a deep freezing storage. So you can use a natural location as well, like lots of freezing, like William said. So, but I think it'd be a cool project regardless. So if you want to try the deep freezing method of storing your food, you'd save a lot of power, like Jim was saying. It's right above Ice Baby Ice. Yeah, there's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, right here. Is it? No, it's right here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you guys got it. Okay, so that's my number. So again, it's not something that's really that you have to do. Like you're doing just fine, and it's fine to let it go bad. It's just kind of you're just kind of wasting all the effort that you put into it, right? Into having all this food. So I would encourage you to take on that project. I think it'd be a really good idea. Okay, the next thing is you have a lot of so remember the question was any tips or which direction I should go. So you have a lot of volcanoes and geysers that are not tamed yet, so you could work on taming those. Let's take a look. So you have one here that hasn't not been uncovered yet. This is a sorry, I'm just so tired. I don't even know what I'm looking at right here. You have one here. By the way, you can find out what these are if you hover over top priority. And then this is a cool slush geyser. So you got some potential cooling or water source there. Let's see what else we got going on. We got one here. This is a steam vent. So you got some power here that you could use. Some potential water source power. So there's a lot of different things that you could tame that you haven't gotten to yet. So you have a chlorine. Okay, cool steam vents. So cool steam vents are okay. I like using them. They're one of my favorites, but let's see what we got here. This is a cool slush geyser. That's a really good one. If you watch my video on taming volcano or ranking all the volcanoes, that's my favorite. And then we got stuff here. This is a natural gas geyser, so free power, and a gold volcano. I would definitely tame the gold volcano and get infinite refined metals. So, anyways, that is my second suggestion for what you could try to do in this playthrough, is just to start taming some of these geysers. So Jim says, my recommendation when you're comfortably in the mid game and want to move into late game is to pick a project, any project, whatever you find interesting, and just work on getting that done. And that's absolutely right. So Jim is got a good point there. Just pick a project, pick one of these volcanoes, pick the deep freezing method, or like William said, once the food is ice, you can start a nuclear power plant, but the beta is on the other asteroid. But yeah, you could even make that a project, but basically just pick something, like a combination of all those factors. Just pick something that you want to do and go towards it. But a lot of the things are staring you right in the face, and that's usually going to be like a gold volcano, just some type of resource, because you're going to need that resource to expand your colony anyways. You may as well have access to it. And if you have an infinite source of gold refined metals, then that's less work that your duplicates have to do refining gold amalgam from your metal refineries, right? So that's another thing to consider as well. Okay, so now you have your another thing that I saw. I don't know, and maybe I didn't quite look um, to find out if you did have a permanent water source, but I didn't see one. But currently, your water's coming out here. Looks like you have. I guess you're just recycling your water with what's it called, the carbon skimmer, perhaps, or something thereabouts. But if you want to move on to having a Hydra, like a Hydra would be a good project to build as well, because you would make significantly more hydrogen and oxygen. You could tame one of these water sources that you have on your asteroid, like the cool steam vent, the cool slush geyser, and I'm pretty sure you even have a water geyser somewhere. I think I saw one. You have another cool steam vent here. That's really easy to tame. There's a polluted water vent somewhere. I think so too. I think I saw it. There's definitely a water vent somewhere to the left of the base. I'll check it out. Oh, here's another ATN, by the way. You could use that for deep freezing. You don't have to use that for deep freezing. I like to use it in combination with hydrogen vents, but you don't have to use it that way. Where is it? I know there's a water vent somewhere. That's the steam vent. Anyways, there's a lot that you could uncover. Oh, maybe it's this one. Cool slush geyser, cool steam vent. This is the chlorine gas vent. I don't really like those. But yeah, basically what Jim is saying is just pick a project. Here's a water geyser right here. Pick a project and work on it. And there's a lot of projects that you can do. So pick any of the numbers of the ones that we just talked about. Okay, so another project that you could start that I have on my notes here is starting to work in the space biome. So you're into space now, but you don't have any space infrastructure set up, which is going to be huge for moving forward in the mid game to get into late game. Harry says, I just saw how many stone hatches he has. With that many, 500 tons will be gone quick. Let's see, let's take a look at how. Oh yeah, he has a lot of hat trenches. So he's got food on lockdown. Like I'm an AI thing is a master at food. But having said that, I'm an AI thing. Just be aware that your igneous rock that you're feeding to these hatches, or for instance, iron ore and gold amalgam to the smooth hatches, they're eventually going to run out. And once they run out, that's the end of your colony. So you have to replenish those materials from somewhere. Now they could be replenished from space, so you need to get the space travel. But they can also be replenished from volcanoes, from the magma down here by cooling the magma and having igneous rock from down there. Like iron ore and gold amalgam is non-replenishable. So this is like, even though this is a good way to get refined metals, it's something that you're eventually going to run out of. But as far as the igneous rock goes, yeah, that'll eventually go really quick. And then if you consider how fast you're making all this food and how much materials you're spending, but you're not eating all the food because it's just rotting away, then you're eventually going to have a situation where you get very far into the game and you wish you would have had everything deep frozen, so nothing went bad. All right, so there's another project. You could possibly eliminate some of these guys, or if you're not going to eliminate them, at least deep freeze your food so you're not putting it to waste. That's a really good suggestion by the chat there. A petroleum boiler. Okay, so another cool project you could work on. So yeah, right now you have power with coal generators, which again is fine. You have a bunch of hatches here. Not a big deal. I think that's why they're doing all these hatches too, to be honest, chat. It's just because they are running their base from the coal generators. Not just from the coal generators, they're doing hydrogen as well. But that might be part of the reason as well, because they're still relying on that source of power. Or a Pacu farm. Yeah, there's so many options to do. You have water to do a Pacu farm. You can do, a petroleum boiler, and you don't have to do an elaborate one. I have a video. Go check out my video on petroleum boilers. I have a very simple one that you can start with, and you can slowly add upgrades to it over time and make it into a more elaborate one. So you don't have to start on a very high-tech petroleum boiler that you see, that you normally see on like Reddit or Discord or whatever. You can start on a very, very easy one, and you certainly have the magma to do it. Like it wouldn't be easy to get the magma up into a petroleum boiler. You'd have to almost utilize, like, maybe block off an area like this, like so, and use this magma as part of the boiler and have like the heat exchange somewhere here or whatever. But you could certainly make use of it by building something in this area, or even here, using something like this, cutting this out, putting the boiler right in here, like the heat exchange, the heating here, put in the oil on this side, heat exchange, and then petroleum ends up on this side. Just go watch my video and you'll understand what I'm talking about. I'm an AI thing. So let's read what the chat is saying. 3 full hatches of 8 each is enough to feed more than 16 duplicates on its own, or a Paku farm, and surf and turf is good. Yeah, William has a good point. So if you're making all this barbecue, you may as well turn it into surf and turf, and because you're putting in all that effort, you may as well deep freeze it so it lasts forever. So there you go. Kevin says, I typically only have 1 hatch wrench, 1 glossy Dreco, and 1 regular Dreco with bomb lilies and pincher pepper plant combined. I don't ever really do multiple of the same type. Jim says, I almost always do 3 hatch wrenches, 2 Pip, 2 Dreco, and then 1 of anything else. And also Jim says, I usually run 32 normal dupes. So yeah, lots of projects, lots of tips on which direction you could go next. Honestly, I would go for the deep freeze, because you have so much food. You're putting so much effort into making all this food. You want to be able to store it, right? That's kind of my opinion on that. I think that would be the most immediate goal you should go to. And then another thing that you could do, if you're relying on the coal generators, then you could just maybe build a Hydra instead. Get this water source online, the water geyser here, and then build a Hydra, so that you can have more hydrogen coming out from the water that you can use for power. So there's another idea. Okay, oil wells. I had oil wells written down as a project. So again, these are all projects that you could work on. Whichever order you want to work on them is up to you, but inevitably you should probably get all of them online. So oil wells, for instance, you currently don't have any oil wells, but you're using oil. So you're using oil here to make it into petroleum, which is great, because obviously you want to be on petroleum for petroleum power at some point in your game, right? But you aren't making any renewable oil just yet. So you got to build oil wells over some of these oil reservoirs, which just farther is complemented by the water geyser being unlocked. So if you watched my geysers video, even if you don't agree with some of the ways I like to use the geysers, or if I just like to block them off, one thing that I try to include in every single situation is a tip on how to utilize the geysers, even if I don't like them in particular. So for instance, the water geyser, it would be in your best interest to have this thing open and running regardless of whether or not you're using the resources from it, right? Because eventually you're going to need water. And if you uncover this because you need water and it's dormant, then you're pretty screwed. So if you have this uncovered and you just have like a massive, let's say you have a massive pit where you're collecting all this water like that, at least you have that water available for you, right? So, I mean, like what I would probably do is put it into an infinite storage chamber, just so you don't have to build a massive pit like this, but you get the idea. You just want to have this stored somewhere. And obviously it's going to be very hot, so you want to insulate it and, all that fun stuff. But that's my basically my biggest tip out of if you didn't agree with any of my picks in my geyser ranking video, at least those tips I think should be the biggest takeaway if you were a new player. It's just to hoard the resources because you never know when you're going to need them, especially for like metals, like gold. The gold volcano down here, especially, you should be hoarding that, I think, and the water, obviously. Okay, and then the lastly is again, everything comes back to water. So with water, you can have oxygen, you can have power via the electrolyzers, you can have food via bristle blossoms, you can have good food because bristle blossoms can make stuffed berry, and you can have infinite oil because the oil reservoirs require water. So infinite oil means, again, more infinite power via petroleum boilers, and rocketry, because you can have petroleum rockets to basically beat the game with. So water, everything comes down to water, and you should be hoarding every last bit of it because you never know when you're going to need a lot of it. And it's especially critical to hoard water if you don't have very many water sources. Like some of them are going to be in very inconvenient locations that maybe you can't get to, or maybe you only have one water geyser in your entire asteroid, and the rest of them are like cool steam vents, which may not produce as much sometimes. Like this should be uncovered as well. This is incredibly easy to tame. Let me just go into sandbox mode here really quick and just do some stuff. So the easiest way to tame, like this is super duper easy to tame this thing. It's one of my favorites. This is why it's one of my favorites, to be honest. It's so easy to tame the cool steam vent. All you want to do is basically have something like this. Well, something like this actually. Okay, and then you want to vacuum this out. So I'm just gonna cheat and just kind of go like this. Make sure everything's vacuumed out. Boom, it's vacuumed out. And then all you have to do is run radiant liquid piping through here. Whoops. Make sure you don't run it like I did. And you want to have a cold source of water. It can literally be anything. It can be anything that is not over 100 degrees. And it will immediately cool the steam down to condense it into water. And then you just have a water from here to pick it up and send it wherever. So super, super easy to tame this guy. And again, you should be sending this into a water chamber. So you should have like a thing going over here. And then you should have maybe you should have this dropping into here, let's say. You could do something like that. You could do that. Or you could have an infinite storage area here. If you don't like using infinite, you don't have to use that, but you'd have something like this. Don't mind my my thing here, and you could just go like this. Boom. I don't know, however you want to make it look cool, and then you put some pumps. You put some pumps in here. That's not symmetrical, but you get the idea. So you could do something like that. Make an infinite store. Oh, by the way, I forgot the oil. Definitely want to have some oil here. There you go. Foamy says, my practice is much more complex system involving steam turbines and some nonsense. Yeah, so like I always say, one of the best things about Oni is that you can literally play any way you want, and you'll usually come up with a positive outcome. So like, yeah, you can, obviously there's a cool steam vent here you can use. The water geysers can be used in various different ways. Yeah, whatever you choose, you should be hoarding the materials. This is kind of what I always preach. And I think that was it. Oh, by the way, I did have a note on Jim's asteroid here that I forgot to mention when I was looking over yours, Jim, is I really liked your use of cobalt tiles all over your... I remember now, like cobalt metal tiles, cobalt airflow tiles, cobalt mesh tiles, just because I like blue, so I forgot to mention that when I was looking at yours. Okay, so that's pretty much my tips for I'm an AI thing. Um, if anyone has anything else in the chat to say about this asteroid, again, just to kind of condense it, um, Jim has a good philosophy. Just pick a project and work on it and finish it. For me, my biggest tip is don't waste the effort that you're putting into your food. Make sure that you're deep freezing it. And then what else here? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. There's a lot of projects that you can choose. Just pick one. I would recommend going for deep freeze. All right, so that's gonna be the end of that. I have no more asteroids to show, so I can take that off. Um, we're gonna end the stream now, everyone. I had a great time tonight. I am really, really sleepy, so I'll just catch up with the chat really quick here, and then we'll probably end it here. So Jim says I had a lot of cobalt from the asteroid. Yeah, that was the. I can't wait to get that cobalt volcano online. Kevin says learning seems to be the greatest hurdle as you'd normally have started it by now. Yeah, space is well, it's kind of the same issue that I run into where I kind of like the vanilla game more. The space is kind of like a whole new animal, right? It's kind of a you have to learn almost a separate game at first. Like it's not hard to get into space once you've done it a couple times, but I can see why new players would have an issue with it. Not maybe not even an issue. Maybe issue is not the right word, but like it just seems intimidating because there's so much to know, right? That's different than what you fundamentally learned just getting this far. So yeah, everyone, I'll be excuse me, I should have muted the mic there. If you're still here from Twitch from that raid, thank you so much. Thank you for sticking around. Please feel free to give me a follow on Twitch or check out my YouTube. It's I'm down in the thing here. I make YouTube videos on Ani, and I stream multiple times a week. So my next Ani stream is going to be on Sunday, and we're going to be playing about 2 to 3 hours, continuing the super duper wetland. So yeah, come check me out. And if you're on YouTube side, thank you so much for being here with me once again and hanging out. If you wouldn't mind leaving it a like on the or and hitting that little heart button next to the chat, that helps me get the video out in the algorithm and gets lots more people see it. Other than that, yeah, I'll be back again. I'll be back Sunday. I might stream tomorrow some Civ. I don't know if I have time. Gotta work on a video and all that stuff. And I did need to get caught up on some other stuff as well. So yeah, I'm starting to lose my my voice. But yeah, it was a great time tonight. Thank you everyone for stopping by, even if you just came by to say hello. Really appreciate you being here. Check out my Discord too if you want to stay up to date on I don't know, whatever schedule changes, or not super active in there, but I try to communicate the schedule changes and whatnot whenever I can. All right, so something that I normally do is I usually go back throughout the chat and just say goodbye to all the people that have been here in the chat, because I'm super super grateful for people coming to hang out with me while I play, and it makes it a lot of fun, and I love chatting with people, and it's always a good time. So this is the end of the stream, and I'll go ahead and do that now. So Stringer, yeah, thank you so much for sticking around, and I hope that you have a great night as well. Foamy, thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you, William, for being here as well. Becca says good night. Thank you so much, Becca. Have yourself a great night as well. See you later, Kevin. Thank you for being here. Jim, I think I mentioned, but thank you so much, Jim, for being here. Jim says good night, everyone. Thanks for the stream, Ethan. You are very, very welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate your support, Jim, and everyone else as well. Super, super grateful for your support. Harry Hisher, thank you for being here also. Thank you, Harry. Sean was here at the beginning of the stream. Thank you, Sean. I don't know if Sean is still here, but thank you for being here and saying hello. Treeman Terry was here as well. Thank you, Treeman Terry, for stopping by. I'm an AI thing. If you're watching this, thank you for your support as well. Hope that you enjoyed the tips that we gave you on live stream here. Miss Bell, thank you for the raid. Really appreciate it. William, thank you for showing up tonight as always. Thank you for your support. Let's see, lot of chatting tonight as well, guys. So I can't get to everyone because my chat's going to be it cuts off at a certain point. But yeah, thank you everyone who showed up. If I missed your name, and I can't wait to come back and keep going on the super duper wetland. Oh, Joe John was here. Thank you, Joe John on Twitch. Thank you, thank you. Called me Reyes. Oh, sorry, call me Reyes. I missed that message. If you're still here, you said what blueprint mod are you using? It's in the, just in case you ever wonder. Usually my mods are in the description, but if I don't have it in the description, it's Blueprints Expanded, I believe. Oh, I'm an AI thing is here. We just finished. I'm an AI thing. We just finished your asteroid. So I'm sorry, but I really have to go because I'm super duper sleepy. We did a whole like 30 minutes, I think. I just turned on the TV and my base is showing. Yeah, we did a whole segment. I think it was at least 20 or 30 minutes. So maybe, I don't know. My perception of time is off because I'm a little bit sleepy, but it was a long time. I'll replay. Yeah, so the VOD should be up on YouTube. Usually it takes a couple. Well, this is a long VOD. It's almost 4 hours long, so it might take an hour or so to process. But I think the Twitch one should be up. If anything, I don't know. You should be able to find it at some point pretty soon. Maybe if you just replay this video, it'll show up. But yeah, thank you, M&A, I think, for your submission. Please check out Jim's asteroid and Stringer's asteroid as well. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I think I started doing the asteroids like over an hour ago. So we spent quite a bit of time on all 3 asteroids. It was a good time. I love doing these, and if we can continue to do this as well. If you guys, some of the new viewers that I have in chat on, especially on Twitch, would like to send in their asteroids to show off, or if you just need some tips or help on what to do next, you can go to my YouTube channel and find my email in the about section of my YouTube. Or you can join my Discord by typing in that code into Discord, join a server, and that will allow you to join and upload your save file if it's small enough. I know email's probably going to work a lot better though if your save files, I think, over like 5 megabytes or whatever it is. Holy smokes! Thank you so much for the super sticker. I'm an AI thing. Really, I don't know why that didn't show up on the screen there. It should show up in the top right. Maybe super stickers don't do that. But thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. Cute foxes aren't AI things. You liar. Thank you. I really appreciate that. But I really have to go, guys. I'm starting to lose my voice, which I never thought I would say. So thank you to everyone who was here tonight, and I hope that you enjoy the rewind M&A thing. And I'll be back. Thank you for the content. You are very welcome. I'm happy to do it, and I'm more happy that you guys get enjoyment out of it as well, because I never thought that this would be a thing like this streaming. So I'm grateful that that you guys come by. It makes me so happy that you guys get some sort of enjoyment out of it. So I appreciate it as well. Yeah, I'll be back Sunday, and Sunday 9 p.m. Sunday 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll do 8 p.m. Eastern. I think it's the most appropriate time. So I have a good 2 or 3 hours before I gotta go to bed for work. Adult life, right? Okay. All right, guys. Thank you again, and take care. Have yourselves a great rest of your weekend.